which is also fair. Let's see. Put this. Sound check for you guys. Say something.
Something.
Perfect.
Penis.
No.
Okay. Recording's going. Don't say anything gross. And
Gross.
there we go. Last time, I think you were plotting somebody's death, weren't you?
Yep.
Does sound like you guys.
It just sounds like adventurers in general.
Yeah. Really just like Takala and the Scrap Orcs are basically just terrorists. Starfall terrorists now. You guys are hiding out at your safe house, plotting your next big score.
The new safe house.
That's right. The new safe house. Oh, are we at the sewer safe house?
Yes, because
Yeah.
we were given Ulbrin a day or so to try and study the place so he could have a better teleport target.
That's right.
Painting a bullseye. Just painting a bullseye.
That's right. Okay. Okay. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, the sewer sanctum. Underneath Slayin' Pipe. Classy. That's us. Classy bunch. All right. So what will be our first move here?
We were waiting till evening to plans of a night assault.
Do we have really a plan for assault, or are we just gonna wing it?
Is there
You
any way to look like the zombie things that we're trying to pretend that are attacking?
Oh, you guys have a bag of holding full of dead things, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mostly
Okay.
pieces of dead things.
That's right.
And technically some of it's robotic, so they're not really dead.
They're pretty dead.
I'm just thinking if we can make everyone see us as these zombie robot things going in to attack, so that there's not any witnesses of us actually walking in there.
The only problem with that is it's more likely to get guards called early.
Oh, I think
if we
once
just-
we start the assault, that's that's it.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
this is a stealth crew. We don't make any sounds.
I'm quieter than I was.
That's true.
I get what you're saying, but the thing is that however many yards out in the open that we are moving in, if we're spotted by outside people, those people are going to call the guards. If we can get inside, we might be able to delay the guards by even just a few minutes.
All right, but what about on the exit? Can we make ourselves look like that on the way out?
We'll see what resources we got left over and how flexible some of our spells are.
Yeah, that's mainly my question is, do we even have a spell that could do that?
I don't think Disguise Desert is that good, is it?
It is pretty good. Let's see. Just do this. This will be the quickest way. Disguise other. Boom. So, as
Functions
disguise
as disguise
self.
self.
Gotta pop that in chat too. Make yourself, including clothing, armor, weapons, and equipment, look different. 1 foot shorter or taller, thin, fat, in between. Cannot change your creature type, which means humanoid, but you could appear as another subtype. So, zombie robot humanoid is another subtype of humanoid. So you can make yourself look undead. You can make yourself look partially cybernetic. It's an illusion, so it can look. The only limit is your creativity, really. And then it's a
Okay.
disguise skill check. Like, you get +10 disguise to not look like yourself. That's what that check's about. And then you basically be making a disguise check with the express purpose of looking like a specific thing. And if you roll good, you look exactly like it.
So there's some possibilities there. We could disguise us on the way out.
All right. We'll keep that in reserve.
I think our still biggest problem is the entry. How do we make that not big and loud and messy? Because we know we're gonna. Go ahead.
Windwalk.
But we're gonna come across magic traps and stuff trying to get into his place.
Mm.
I am not good at traps, so I mean I can probably get in with some gaseous form, but traps are not my thing.
Mechanical traps I can do. I can find the magical ones. I'm not so good at taking them out though.
With the robots that we saw on our reconnaissance mission, do we know what capabilities they have? Like, can they have blind sense, infrared? How sneaky can we be getting up on them, do you think?
You guys are fairly familiar with the array of gearsmen that exist in Numeria. You've seen everything from the simple little knight-like gearsmen that are like walking suits of armor, kind of slow and clumsy, all the way up to, I think you fought an Annihilator at one point, which is a building-sized, scorpion-shaped mecha monster.
Yeah, you're right. We have. It was like half destroyed, but we did.
I remember because I was very excited about chain gunning you guys.
Yeah, because it was in that front cavern of the.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Dominion of the Black. They had one. They had stolen it. Yep. And used it to kidnap people. And Isuma, they'd stolen two, but Isuma blew up the other one.
Yeah.
Do magic traps, Oberon, would they get triggered by anything, like an animal, even, or does it have to be like a certain size?
Well, it's as simple as like an alarm spell. If you cross it, it sends off an alarm. And then we can expect more elaborate stuff than that, I would say.
But what if I sent some insect spies ahead of us? Could they trigger the traps?
I would think so.
I mean, most of those kinds of spells are gonna ignore insects, right?
Yep.
Otherwise, you'd be constantly being bugged by, well, bugs.
You'd be bugged by bugs. It's terrible.
Okay,
Well,
I stand corrected.
so does that mean, can they sense if I'm not a real insect? Can I go in insect form? I know we need to get the whole party, but I'm just curious.
Well, that begs the question, would gaseous form work then?
It depends
true.
on the trap.
It's not like air would set it off all the time.
Yeah.
Roll me a spellcraft check, somebody. Actually, yeah, spellcraft I think is the right approach. Okay. So, 22. Oberon, you know that the Drow have a variety of way of setting up magic traps. You never studied this. It wasn't your specialty. You weren't really interested in it, but you know that they can make an area so sensitive that it will laser a gnat that flies through it. But most of the traps are triggered by weight or noise or movement, or they're keyed on an aura of some type. You know, Drow necromancers would key, if anybody living walks through this area, laser them. Or if any undead walk through this area, set off an alarm spell that notifies me. Stuff like that. There's a lot of different ways to set up a trap.
So what if we sent animals to trigger anything that does the living, and then we send like water, or like the weight, I flood it, or I don't know if it's like a tunnel or something like going in. But
A building. It's a pretty decent sized building.
decent sized building. Yeah, the weight one would be hard for me. Anything like that, unless I gave away that all of us are there by like doing something crazy. So
Honestly, the windwalk thing sounds like the best. I think the only thing that it might trigger it is basically a magic detection, you know? If this detects a certain level of magical power coming in.
which could be likely given that they're all wizards, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
probably.
I think we're going to end up second and third guessing ourselves on this. So,
So,
I honestly was thinking, after talking it over and looking over a few things, hit maybe one of the second floor balconies and just kind of bust our way in. And it's going to be loud, but I don't really think there's a way we can not be loud.
Yeah.
if I recall, the walls and stuff were fairly thick. I think if we can get inside before we get loud, then we're gonna buy ourselves a lot more time.
Yeah, definitely, but we're still going to have to be loud busting the window open or something, you know?
Well, I do have a spell pass through wall that might help us get through walls, but imagine it would set off the alarm. I'm not sure.
Assuming the wall isn't shielded against that.
Yeah.
Right. But if we can turn into some sort of like the windwalk thing, we could do that and then get in and then turn back into us, right? I
Yeah,
think that's how that spell works.
it takes a minute, but this is, hear me out. This is why the other reason why I was thinking the windwalk, if we just go that route, is if we get in and we're detected, we can get back out. You know? And they can't do much against us in that brief window of time that will be there, most likely. If they don't detect us, then we just got to find a room that's relatively quiet and reform, and then we're inside.
Are we worried only about reinforcements coming from outside the building, or worried about what's in the building too?
I expect we know there's a number of robots in there. He kind of looks over at his backpack. Contact definitely told me there's a number of robots in there. And once we're in there, maybe we can turn one of them to our side. We'll have to see what happens when we get there.
Okay.
We know this technically guy likes robots. I don't expect anything in there other than robots. I don't expect living guards.
Got it. I'm just thinking, is it valuable to create distractions in the city while we're attacking this place? So maybe reinforcements are preoccupied.
I don't. We would have to do something close to that area because it's a high it's one of the better living areas. So they're gonna want to keep it protected. So trying to do something across the city or anything like that, I don't think would draw anybody away. They would draw from closer things. Unless we pull a Takala, which I definitely do not want to do.
But why? It's awesome.
I think we're overcomplicating this. Let's just get in, make the hit, get out.
That's my plan, really.
Okay, so windwalk there. We need invis or pass through wall. Any of that stuff.
We can do. The problem is, not much. I'm trying not to overthink it and trying to do. We can keep the pass-through wall as a side thing. Invisibility definitely wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. We gotta get through that first hurdle and getting through. And other than, I see it as just two choices. We try the wind walk, or we hit a second story window or balcony and kick our way in.
Yeah, it only takes 5 rounds to get back into it.
It takes 10 to go solid and 5 to go gaseous. I thought it took a full minute to go one way or the other.
It says 5 rounds either way.
Oh, okay, my bad. I misremembered.
Yeah, to and from.
Okay. Well, that's still a long time in combat.
Yeah. So we're not gonna do it in the middle of a fight, but
No.
we get barricaded, like you said.
Yeah, we would do our thing, find a room, barricade it with making sure that we have an exit that air can get out of, and then get out. And Not only that, would make it more difficult for people to follow us because they'll probably assume a teleport and waste time trying to track that.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so maybe just do both. I mean, we could wind walk in through an upper balcony or whatever. Like, we don't have to go through all the traps. Wind walk in through some area, burst in, attack.
Pretty much every. We have to assume pretty much every opening is going to be trapped, and the walls warded. Maybe the upper store will be a little bit less. I don't have a problem starting up there. I think it's not a bad idea. So, yeah, well, we'll start with the wind walk and see what we can do. And the fun thing is we can do the wind walk we can cast the wind walk here and just go that way. We don't have to worry about sneaking our way across town with all of our gear.
Yeah, that's true.
Windwalk
Have
makes
all of
you semi-tangible, right? Like gaseous form?
Yeah, because you were letting me like cast spells when I was in it, so I guess so. And we could also sign each other, right?
No, I mean,
So-
you can see each other. I was just thinking, can you pass through a sewer gate? Right.
Cloud-like vapor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
So you guys can
At-
wind walk in and out of the sewer sanctum with very, very low chance of ever being seen.
Mhm.
As the gaseous form spell, so
Yep.
we won't be invulnerable, but we would definitely be harder to hurt too.
And I let you cast spells in your forms because of druid bullshit. It's not something everybody can do.
So I couldn't cast in that form.
Nope, you can't talk, wave your arms, or use, items and stuff in that form. You're just traveling.
Has to have silent spell, still spell, and eschew materials. In order to be
Yeah.
able
So
to cast it.
if you do those, you could. Actually, I would let you have somatic components since you still have a visible form. You can still wave your arms. I'd say the sound could be a problem. But you do have a silent metamagic feat, I believe.
Yes. Silent. I have can do silence for
So
some
you
spells.
could do stuff. It would just cost you more.
Well, lucky for us, I've got 28,000 spell slots.
You do. Quite a lot of spell slots. You should probably take some of those away. This is getting out of hand.
No, I'm rested and have all 38,000 spell slots available. Alright, wind walking there and then fucking some people up.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Are we gonna do the energy resistances there or no?
I would say yeah. I mean, well, how long does that last?
10 minutes per level, I think.
Sounds right.
We'll be there in no time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, we can prep that.
I'm gonna do fire. Anyone else got him?
I can cast electricity. You think that's smart?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Getting all of my tech stuff on.
Because when you get caught doing a terrorism, there's no reason not to have your tech with you.
It's not like it's going to make it any worse.
That's right. Okay. So you guys are prepping in the sanctum. And then you're going to, let's see. Whoop. You're all over here by a Selayan pipe. Now where's danged old Blackout?
Yeah, he disappeared off the map.
Are you hidden underneath somebody? Is that what it is?
Very possible.
No?
He's under Grit Forge.
He's under grit.
Oh my god, his invisibility works so good.
There you go.
And we even have Cassandra Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I heard a bling.
Bling, bling, bling.
We have a pumpernickel.
Hey, Rye.
I just woke up. I kind of zonked out earlier.
Oh, no one else has ever done that in this campaign.
I lay down earlier to get rid of a migraine, and I kind of like.
Did you
passed
win?
out. Yeah, I won.
Good.
Forgot there's a password.
Yeah, we got to be pretty high security around here. We got a lot of desirable stuff in this foundry, you know.
The password
password's
is
password.
password. God damn it.
No.
Oh, sorry. I mean, bleep, darn it.
Okay. So we're putting up, what are we putting up? Long-term buffs, like 10 minutes per level buffs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're going to wind walk to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty safe method of traversal. So I'm just going to...
Wait a minute, what's going on?
Assault.
Oh, were we
And
assaulting?
battery.
With no, there's going to be within a side of murder.
That's right.
What are we assaulting?
One of the technically captain's houses.
Uh-oh.
The one
Okay.
with the robot.
Did we level up?
No.
Not for a while.
Okay.
Don't draw their attention to that.
Yeah, I'm still level 13.
Yeah. 13's
Okay.
plenty. That's lots of levels. It's real good.
Level 13?
It's
I mean,
big.
what? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
Look.
man, you just reminded me I have a level 13 ability I have not used yet.
No,
thought
see
we were
what you've done,
12.
Rye?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and I'm gonna cast one of my spells. I guess if that's okay.
Yeah. Party's putting up
Yeah.
10-minute per level or longer buffs at the moment. Traversing to the site. Let me find this guy's house.
That's one. That's one spell I'm gonna put up.
There you go. It's a good one. Okay, so you guys are casing the joint.
And I guess bullet shield. Because why the hell not?
All right. I'd like a stealth check from Nomcath. We are still wind walk. This is purely a check to approach from a good angle with minimal sight lines. So you pick the spot where you're pretty sure you've minimized the chance of someone seeing Ulfrid materialize out of thin air.
Well, we know the kitchen's in the back. We could go back. We could go back there and either head in through the kitchen. It's maybe quiet since it's nighttime, or we can go upstairs and try one of the windows or balconies there. What do you guys say?
I like the kitchen idea.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Ground
need
floor.
a kitchen sink.
But head on down.
To Omeletville? Sorry.
I was just thinking you could totally travel up through the pipes into the house.
Sewer
Come on.
pipes.
Yeah, coming out of the sewer, because we're wind.
I mean, we could. You want to do that?
That is some blob horror movie shit there.
I mean,
Nah.
I'm down for that.
Guy's
Well,
toilet
Of course,
just starts to
Enrique's like,
gurgle.
yeah.
No, so it wouldn't be we're wind walk. It'd be more like Revenge of the Refried Beans.
Okay. Okay.
Just gas attack.
Oh.
Did one of my spells disappear?
Then we solidify, and then it's just like, hey, since we're here, do you need some plumbing done?
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it. That's how the pros drum up new clients. Wander into their homes and go, oh, this is a mess. You should let us fix this.
All right, so I guess we're gonna hit the sewers real quick to see if we can find pipes up.
Okay. Roll me some survival checks, those of you that buy it.
Hell yeah, I've got survival at the ass.
Yeah,
Oh.
you actually have more survival than me.
Yep, it's missing. Lovely.
Oh, ow.
Looking good so far? Like what I'm
Yeah.
seeing? And even Blackout only rolled a 9, but you do have a shitload of survival. As you guys slip back down through another sewer grate near the house, start looking around for a pipe that goes back up into the structure. The first choice of Croctaw smells a little too clean. You think it goes up into an abandoned building. And the next choice of Nomcath is it smells exceedingly foul. It smells like very bad wastewater and a little bit like blood. You think it might go into a nearby like apothecary and sort of magic item and herbal cure butcher shop where they chop up animal legs and other stuff. Sell you a chicken foot. So they almost go up the wrong pipe and send SEAL Team 6 into the wrong building to kill the wrong Osama bin Laden. And then Blackout says, nope, you can tell by this pipe that it's got this extra grating on it. It's got a filter on it. He actually planned for sort of blocking and securing his sewer pipes. The outflow has a like cleanable, removable grate that would make it so that rats can't go back up into his house. Shapeshift critters larger than a cockroach could not go, but gaseous form can fit.
Let's go.
That's.
Rock and
I
roll.
assume there's a distinct smell of old blood in sewer pipes, Tracy. This is you're injecting real facts into the campaign, and it's disturbing. I thought I was making up some creepy shit, and we were like, no, that's totally normal.
Lady was on dialysis or whatever,
Oh my god.
and she was dumping the byproduct down her
Jeez.
shower drain.
Okay.
Oh.
It was gnarly, dude. Anywho,
Yeah.
Oh, my stomach.
Wow.
I for-
Didn't put Nomcath off his appetite, apparently.
nah, he's good.
that's back playing a little bit because I forgot I had something useful I could prep.
Gotcha. I thought, like, he's sitting here, Blackout is terrifying everyone with horror stories of the city sewers, and you're sitting there slurping noodles. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You guys slip up into the sewer, and you are trying to come up in the kitchen. Who's
Okay,
going
which one?
first? You are compressed gas in a tube, which means 95% of you is still in the sewer, and the first person is just compressing their gaseous form into the sewer pipe.
I mean, I'll go first. I'm tiny.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're a tiny
Nice.
poof of gas?
So
I'm a
you're
cockroach, right?
cockroach
Yeah.
form and gaseous.
Yeah. If I can
Oh,
do that.
He's double stacking the stealth.
Hell yeah. Tiny poof of gas. Okay, perception check, Croctaw.
It's all good.
Okay.
We're fine. I'll just immediately start pulling other people out with me.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm guessing I'm the one like dragging them along, right?
Yeah, you are compressing yourself into the pipe. They are all attached like a gaseous train. You're the engine pulling all the cars behind
Yeah.
it.
Choo choo.
Up the
Just
sewer
keep
pipes.
going.
Choo choo, chugga chugga. You hear a high-pitched whine, which appears to pressurize your gaseous body slightly. And then you hear a strange ringing sound and a rattle, and the rest of you hear it a couple seconds later. Any quick reactions?
Just assume it's like a kettle or something, right? He says it's like a high pitch thing in the rattle.
And you
Are
feel
we actually?
slightly
Are we
pushed
in-
on.
Are we in the pipes or?
Croctaw is in the pipe. He is probably 20 feet up the pipe. He is almost into the house, and suddenly Croctaw experiences this, and it hits the rest of you a couple seconds later.
I'm sorry, could you say it again? Because I was so distracted by the gaseous human centipede that I feel like I missed key facts here.
Wow. Gaseous human centipede is another way to describe it. I believe I said choo-choo train, but you've also analogized it very well. So it is a high-pitched ringing that you hear, and then you feel your body pressed on by all sides, like pressurized, like something else of liquid or gas volume has entered the pipe, probably ahead of you. And then there's sort of a rattling and a shaking in the pipes that you are in.
Mm.
Someone's flushing.
Yeah, I mean, does it feel like it's pushing so much that I can't just keep pushing forward?
Not yet, but we will go to initiatives. Boop.
So we're in initiative
That's
while...
a big list.
Uh-huh.
I'll remind you, Croctaw, that you can drop gaseous form whenever you want.
But we're all in a pipe still, right?
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, once we get up there.
You wouldn't recommend it right
To,
now.
to avoid the 5-round thing.
Oh, wait.
Did mine roll, Toby?
Yeah.
So you're saying I can just dismiss it instead of doing the 5-round thing is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you're just going to cancel it, doing the 5-round thing allows you to enter it again, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the real utility of that spell. It's super good. Okay. So, all these robots in the area are not actually aggroed yet. In fact, I just wanted to really see the party's initiative, which is going to be... Yeah, 16. Okay, Croctaw, the pipe ahead of you is pressing on you more violently. In fact, you're finding your gaseous form to be pushed stronger and stronger with each passing second back towards the sewer.
Do I feel like I could overpower it with some wind shit, like the wind blast or something like that, or stronger than that?
You think it's a more substantive than gas coming towards you? You think it's liquid. I'm only telling you this because you are such a druid and always in gas or wind or shapeshift form. So you're like, literally her thought is, that's too much pressure to be another gas.
Okay.
She's doing the physics a little bit.
Man, I wish I was a plumber right now, so I knew what the fuck to do here.
If only there's one you could ask.
Yeah.
If only.
I have no clue how to handle the situation, guys. Me as a player, so...
Well, Croctaw knows that that she's in a metal pipe, and it's very strong enough to hold in a massive amount of gas. But if you were to cast any of your like liquid summoning spells in this pipe, it would probably overwhelm the pipe and explode it at any weak points along it, maybe even split the pipe open. Some of your spells are a violent amount of...
Yeah. But then I'm just thinking, I guess then we would just be in like the space between the walls, right?
Yeah, you have the sense that this water is coming from within the house. And it is as if somebody's flushed a toilet, but they don't really have toilets here, so it's something else.
Ah, I like Blackout's idea there. All right.
Create
How
a
can I
blockage
create-
and we'll float to the top.
How can I? Can I cast Mud Ball in here and create a blockage in the pipe?
Well, do you want to cast anything round one?
I mean,
This round, everyone's effectively surprised except Croctaw.
yeah, I was thinking about like to try to burst the pipe thing myself. because
Okay.
I feel like she would be, from what you're describing, like do I know that like we've been detected the initiative type thing, or I just think water's coming down, or do I feel like this is
Water's coming
magical?
down, and from what you know of these primitives plumbing, like you've been captured. Well, I don't know if you ever really spent any time on a spaceship. Those of you that have spent time with indoor plumbing, like the facility under Torch, you know what it's like. In this case, even in Starfall, you can't imagine that even a fancy wizard, well, he does love technology, he could have running water. Like if this is a house with running water, then someone's running the sink, or someone's flushed a toilet, or he has a magic water fountain, something like that. But it didn't happen until you got this far up in the pipe. You felt like, if Crocta has to guess, and seems like she does, this is a reaction to her presence.
Okay. Then, if that's the case, I will try to burst these pipes.
Okay.
And
What are you thinking you'd like to cast?
yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna cast a hurricane blast
Holy fuck.
from me. So that's 50-mile-per-hour
Like
winds in every
hydraulic
direction.
push would have done. Okay. Severe blast of air that originates from you, affecting all creatures in the burst. Okay, this would push the party back into the sewer, though. It's
Oh, so they wouldn't be like
radius 100.
centered with me?
No, you will slam them back into the sewer. You will be in the pipe with the pipe exploding, and whatever's on the house end of the pipe will be blasted through the roof. It will literally
Yeah.
be an 80s John Hughes comedy as the toilet gets blasted through the ceiling.
Yeah, I thought I was okay with the house part, but yeah, I don't want to pump the
Separate
party
the
back
party,
into the
yeah.
sewer. Yeah.
Yeah, you want
So,
the pressure to
okay.
be one direction, not like the boy band.
All right.
I was
Well,
about to say hashtag One Direction.
See, you got to be quick. I knew someone would get me for saying that. Yeah, that's true. These pipes are the sewer pipes that are in the city are terracotta, and that's the other thing is if you table talk to your plumber, he will remind you that most of the pipe factory you guys are hiding out under makes terracotta pipes, but this segment under this guy's house is a metal pipe that you just cruise through. It's like a 3-inch diameter drain pipe. Is that the right size for a drain pipe, like a house drain, Tracy?
How many rooms? Yeah.
4
yeah,
bedrooms, 3 bedroom. Only one effective like kitchen.
Yeah, 3-inch.
So okay,
okay.
there's
Yeah.
not a lot
Well,
of
then,
wiggle room in this pipe.
yeah. Then I guess I'm gonna try this. All right. 13th level ability. I've been waiting all campaign to use this on something awesome,
Okay,
but
and
instead I guess I'm
blowing
gonna
up a
use it
sewer.
on a drain pipe.
Hey, this is awesome. This is going to be awesome.
So can
Probably.
I touch this drain pipe and reduce it
Whoa.
to raw components? So it just like collapses to metal and like the whole pipe disappears and we can escape.
Oh man, I'm suddenly wishing I had the sound of a car alarm.
So it'd be if this pipe can bypass a 28 fortitude save, then it resists me. But otherwise, I can just like decompose it to whatever
Okay.
metal Ignacio is made out of.
This pipe is metal and it's magically enchanted, and
Ah.
that means I'm going to give it 1d20. It's got a +4 fort save.
All right, bring it on.
It needs a natural 20.
Ooh. Nice.
All right. So you want to take this pipe and change it into something else or into its base components?
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically melt it into unforged whatever is made out of iron, just like a puddle of metal around us so that the shape of the pipe disappears and we can just escape to the side as gas.
Okay. You are heading up this pipe into the house, and this begins to happen, and you basically disintegrate the pipe around you. You suddenly hear a burst and blast of spraying water, and it looks like there's just a rain or a fire hose spraying down into this sort of compartment you're in between the sewer passage and the underside of the house. It's some sort of little hallway or utility room just full of pipes. And you split open because your spell affects. Does it say how much stuff?
It says no. So can I do all the pipes?
You
in
can
the
do a
whole
lot
building?
of them. She's never done this before, and she really didn't see what she was casting it on. So she hits this like
Yeah.
12 or 15-foot pipe, splits it, and the effect carries on to several adjoining pipes. And water and air and just pressurized gas and liquid just starts blasting from multiple locations. You all hear clanging metal, crashing sounds, the sounds of like stone cracking, a water spraying, and sort of pressurized gas releases. And you hear kind of a rumble and several huge blocks of stone with a bunch of really fancy, pretty looking like floor tile bricks attached to the top of them fall past you guys into the sewer. And that will be round 1. Nobody is surprised anymore. Let's see. We're going to go round 2. And what are the party's actions down here in the sewer? You're now in a like, it's like a 1 foot by 2 foot, barely big enough crawl space for all these pipes to pass through from the house to the sewer. And Krogtos just shattered them all. So water's flowing past, it's spraying around. There's a gust of wind blowing back at you. And what do you all do this round?
Can we get into the house?
It sounds like she ripped the guts out from the bottom of the kitchen.
No, but here's the funny part. The hole where the pipes were at is still there.
Yeah?
Sure.
There is a
Go
bunch of
through the holes.
shredded metal and connecting pieces at the bottom of this sort of pit.
Let's get in there. I'm gonna go up
Yeah.
through one of the holes.
Okay.
Go.
I will, let's see.
And I'll do the same. I'll
Round
probably go
one.
to the same hole.
Round 1, everybody's just trucking up into the space.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Get inside.
Krokta, you can move in and have a standard action, which you could use to cancel your spell if you wish. The rest of
Yeah.
you will spend your full round just getting into the kitchen, at which point you will be morphed back into yourselves.
Yep. I'll dismiss it.
And Cassandra's totally hidden.
Yeah, she's in my backpack.
Yeah, she's in Namkat's backpack still.
Is she waterproof?
She is.
The
in
backpack
fact.
is.
She says the AI core is splash resistant up to 250 meters.
All right, I got to go to this thing. I think you
Alright.
guys know how to press bonk.
Yep.
So I have
Gotcha.
I have Eagle's soul going. So if there's an evil guy around, I can just pop it and get a hella good buff. All right,
Okay.
Toodles.
Toodles.
Later.
See you, Alfred. Okay, so that was round 2. And let's see. I'm going to do some robot positions here. Perception checks for the entire party, audio based.
What the hell is that, Krokta?
Ingenuity.
They're attacking us.
Holy hell! And I believe.
Wow.
Hold on. I gotta check my inventory. I believe I have something that gives me.
I guess my ears are still ringing from the bursting pipes.
Hold on a minute. Where's the headset? Okay, no, that gives just extra against deafening spells or attacks. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's round 2. I'm going to let Namkath's natural 20 perception mean that he's hearing running feet, metal feet, and clanging and sort of the weird little noises a gearsman makes, squeaks and creaks, heavy armor. You're hearing some sounds that you recognize. So you guys are pretty good about not metagaming the initiative tracker, but Namkath may know for certain because he's fought riot suppressors before and he hears one. Never forget that sound. You hear a gearsman gunslinger. You hear a bunch of regular gearsmen. And you hear some other gearsmen you don't completely recognize. But a bunch of robots just went just stomping through the house, probably towards this room.
We're gonna have incoming. We can either try and hold up here and narrow it down, or head out. There's a lot
Head
of
out
them.
where?
Well, there's one door out we got right here.
Outside? No.
No.
In
door
for a
right
penny,
here,
in for a
doors.
pound.
We
Yeah.
have one door out of this room other than out.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, kick it open. Actually, let me get up there.
Round
Take the
3.
front.
Oh, can I move in front of the door?
You can. You can reposition however you like. I'll put Cassandra Lee back here. She's really with Nomcat, though.
Move over here so the mainline people can get in the area. I would assume Ulfred would probably be at the door since he's our our mobile cover. Would you agree?
I would say so, yeah.
You want Ulfred
Yeah.
by the door? Okay.
Yeah. He's our mobile cover.
Ulfred and Luna are by the door. Okay. Casters and ranged are behind them. Cassandra Lee whispers to Nomcath as quietly as she can. Blackout perception check.
Okay. Do I hear it?
You hear what sounds like maybe a woman's voice on a radio that might be in Nomcat's earpiece, and there's so much other sound going on, but you hear someone say something to him. And Nomcath, what you hear her say is, "There is a juggernaut 40 feet west of you through 2 walls that is booting up."
Crap, we got something big booting up. We gotta move fast.
First of the party in round 3 will be Olbrin. Anything you want to put up?
Yes, I would. Why isn't it working?
What are you trying to do?
Invis greater.
Oh. I have it as just GINV.
Okay.
Is that what you tried?
Nope.
All right, you making shit up then. Worked.
That's for you, Nomcath.
Oh, nice.
My favorite spell.
And that's for the whole party.
I doubled.
Second
Okay.
favorite spell.
Everyone can put. Let's see. Do we have a haste buff on Blackout? Do we have one on Luna?
I go.
Yeah, there's one on Luna.
Okay, so pop your haste buffs on. I will turn it on for Ulfred. It's already on for Olbrin. And this actually affects Cassandra Lee too. Okay. Yeah, he'll go ahead and cast Wall of Iron and just build a cube around you guys. Yeah. There we go. Oh no,
Just-
bad choice, bad choice.
Yeah.
He does not cast Righteous Might and become Gigantor. I forgot that it enlarges also. Okay, he will just do something simpler, such as... What do you got?
The door open?
Bless is already on. No, the door's not open. Do you want him to kick open the door?
I mean, the party consensus was to charge rather than set
Okay,
defensive.
then he will kick open the door. That is his move action. He would step in the doorway and fight, but he's going to leave the lane open for Luna. Because if there's defense, it's Ulfrid. If there's offense, it's probably Luna for melee.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. What's going on?
He left a lane open for you to charge in and attack on your turn if you wish.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The house shakes. You feel it in your feet. A bunch of things fall off the shelf here in the kitchen, and you hear wood, great big wood beams snapping like twigs somewhere nearby. Okay, let's see. And Nomcath with your super duper perception check. You can hear spellcasting nearby. Let me do this. Yeah. Okay. Good. There we go. And then it will be... Oh, yes, you guys hear that telltale sign, that sound, you know it well, of a riot suppressor. Let's see, this thing will actually, since it beats Luna in initiative by a bit, it will charge in here and suppress this riot. Actually, it's smarter than that. It stands back here, and it's going to spray its foam at Luna.
Yo, what's up?
Let's see. Your CMD is too high, I think. It's been a while since we've used this stuff. This is some old choking tower tech here.
Yep.
Your favorite.
Well, I wasn't there for the choking tower, but...
I'm so sorry you missed it, you know? It was
We
incredibly
all are.
fun.
Yeah, it was incredible times.
Mm-hmm. Everybody enjoyed themselves.
I think I was the only one who actually did enjoy it.
Because you were
I
busy
didn't mind it.
stomping Roombas.
Yeah, I was.
That
and
part,
walking face
yeah.
first into traps.
Yep.
So,
Okay, so you are, Luna, you are frozen to the wall. Well, let's see. Does this even hit you? You haven't gone yet, so you're still flat-footed in Pathfinder terms. Yeah. You get hit with this foam, you'll have to break out of it on your turn. It only does 7 non-lethal, which is pretty irrelevant to you, but
Yeah.
you'll have to break out of it on your turn. Let's see, that's 10, 20... Three rounds in. Technically, you're 3 rounds in from when Krokta tripped the pipe defenses. Does that affect anything else, Tracy, that I've forgotten?
no, I was just curious about being flat-footed since we're already.
Oh, sure. I won't treat it. You're right. That's a good argument. Yeah, I think you missed by 1, actually, Luna. You're pretty ready for it. You've never been sprayed with fast hardening glue foam before, but as soon as it aims its arm at you, you know to get out of the way. And it sprays a Luna-sized glob of this shit on the wall right behind you. Nearly hits Krokta, but she's pretty used to evading it too, I think. And you will not have to do that. Good point. Gearsman Gunslinger pops around the corner and is going to take a single shot. Let's see. Deadly aim. Point blank. And yes. Switch this to public. Public. Deadly aim. Point blank. That will hit Ulfrid's touch AC, and he will take 20 piercing. Many gearsmen are stomping through the halls towards you guys, and blackout.
Okay. So I'm looking at all these guys. The riot suppressors suck. Who looks? I'm trying to see who I think is the most dangerous. I don't like the gunslinger because I know our thick boys aren't really
Yeah, they don't
prepared
have
for
great
that. So I
touch.
think I'm gonna try to attack the
Okay.
gunslinger.
No, I think I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty set against gunslingers.
You'll definitely have time to study target, of course, so...
Ah, good point. Yes. Put that buff up. Okay, I'm attacking the gunslinger. Full attack.
Alright. We are going mega loud. They already did, though, firing that pistol. Goodness. That is a hit. What's his touch? Miss and hit. You blast him. You see chunks of metal and machinery flying off of his shoulder through his body. You scrape down the side of his head, ripping off part of his helmet plating, but he's still on his feet because he's a robot. But you tore him up.
I think that's it for me.
Cassandra whispers to Namkath, "Which one do you want?"
All I can see is the gearman in front of me. So
No, which one do you want on your side?
that's what I'm saying. Unless you can get that juggernaut without seeing it, just grab something. Anything, something's better than nothing right now.
Okay.
I can't play the meta, you know.
Okay. Where is this ability? Diffraction. Yep. Okay. You feel a little brr as the AI core vibrates in your backpack, but she doesn't say anything else that turn.
I was hoping to get out of here when we started this, but since we can't, I am going to pull out the sniper rifle and brace it for an aim so I can get a sneak attack next round, because this doesn't do much damage by itself.
Okay.
I talk to the wind.
I blast wind
All right.
up your sewer.
All right. This is gonna be exciting, I think. So,
Famous last words.
Oh, Jesus.
all right.
Okay.
So I try to turn all these robots into wood,
Shit. Let's see.
and if they're objects, they get no save. So this is Croc that doesn't think they're objects to her. So hopefully
They
she's
have.
right.
Well, she's right, but I mean, from her perspective, she's right. But
Always right.
they are magic objects made of metal, so they have
Okay.
a resistance of 20. Artifacts. They're not artifacts. Oh man, they will take, if they get converted to wood, they will take -2 on attack and damage, and their armor will
-2
go
on
down.
AC, yeah.
They will just be wooden robots.
And all their weapons will splinter and break on a 1 or a 2.
Oh
and
shit!
every time they get hit by a 19 or 20, their armor goes down by an
Oh
extra
my
1.
god! All right, I'm gonna have to
Damn.
create a buff for this
Good lord.
wooden
And-
robot.
And a freaking 80-foot diameter.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
The only thing I see is, can you see the center point where you're at?
No, can I not do that? Can I not? Do I have to center it somewhere that I can see?
It needs to hit them, so you want to put it in the hallway so you hit as many of them as possible. Currently, it will not hit the Juggernaut because it's not in the room.
So my main thing was I was trying not to hit anyone in our party because I didn't want to fuck up our weapons.
Yeah, you got to
But
be careful about that.
yeah, so as long as I
I
can
can't see the
cast it,
hallway, but if you shift it more to the right and a little bit
true.
towards
Like if I put
north.
it here, like I could probably position it like up here
Yeah.
and still not hit the party.
Okay, so I have made this buff called Wooden Robot, which is -2 to armor class, attack, and damage. That's pretty good. That's some interesting shit there. All attack rolls and all
And it's
damage
permanent.
rolls and generic AC. Okay.
So
Very cool.
I guess he wanted to move the radius one more to the right.
Well,
I was. Go
I
ahead.
brought up the fact that basically, to not meta, your center point has to be where you can see it, right?
Yeah. If you do it, you
I can
will.
see here
Okay.
where I'm pinging.
You try to throw it
So
there. Well, I don't want you to not be able to use the spell, so you throw it back this far so that the border
yeah,
doesn't reach Luna and Ulfred. Perfect. That'll work.
yeah.
And you can barely see down that hall. I don't have any problem with any of that. Let's see. Yeah. You can even throw it on the stairs so that it just doesn't even come close to Luna and Ulfred. Because if you turn Ulfred's artifact dwarven armor into wood, he'll be
No,
pretty
yeah.
sad. He'll be pretty sad forever. Okay,
Yeah.
so for the Gearsmen, are you ready to make some spell penetration checks?
Yeah.
And I'm
I
going to
was
give you
born to do
one.
that.
I'm going to give you one for all of the lesser Gearsmen, and you need to hit 20 plus their caster level. You need to get a spell penetration check for these Gearsmen of 25.
Okay, cool. And I have the spell penetration feat, so I get
Add it.
+2 on my caster checks.
That goes
I
in.
think if I just hit that feature, it'll already add it, but we'll see. So okay, how many did you say I need to do?
For now, just one. This is for the lesser Gearsmen. 25. They suffer it. Hilarious.
Nice.
So, Wooden Robot. He gets the debuff. You get a debuff, and you get a debuff. And you get a debuff. Everybody gets a debuff. That sucks for them. You guys witness. It looks like they sort of turn brown and rust, but then you realize their whole texture has changed. They're less shiny, and they just suddenly, you realize they're made of wood. Even in the mixed lighting, they have changed. And they sound different. You hear sort of a hollow thunk as they walk now, and then just their weight sort of shifts. You see a couple of them stumble as they're now lighter, but weaker. And let's spell pen on the... let's do the riot suppressor. That will... His caster level is too high for that, because he's higher than the others. You needed a 27 for him. Let's see if you get the gunslinger. His caster level is going to be also a 27.
Nice.
Got him.
So now his bullets, do they turn to wood as well?
Well, everything metal on him, I think. And
Nice.
that's factored
I guess that's
into
reflected in
his
his negative
-2.
damage. Nice.
I can't imagine a gun working when it's wooden.
Yeah, wouldn't it just like catch on fire and explode?
Just blow up. It would just blow up the first time you try and use it.
Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
if they roll a 1 or 2, it'll splinter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Their guns are going to detonate if they fumble at all. And you also hit... I know you guys are glad to see it here. The Thought Harvester robot. Everybody
There's
loves...
spell pen for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you needed 30 for that. Okay. It resisted. Let's see. This guy, let me turn your buff on. Wooden robot. Got him. Okay.
And then with my move action, I just stretch.
Wait, I need one more spell penetration. There's another robot you hit that you can't see yet. He's around the corner.
Nope.
That will not be sufficient. Okay. Pretty cool. It's extremely Druish attack. Okay. You hear some more robots stomping around. And it's a one-time effect, right? So I can take this template off.
Yeah, that's one time effect.
Okay. Another gearsman walks around the corner and turns, and Luna will be the first person it sees. And it only gets that first shot, but that is 34 against touch.
Doesn't mean get through my.
Yeah. And a wooden gearsman steps into the doorway and attempts to wooden baton Ulfred. Bounces off his shield. And another wooden gearsman steps through, attacking Luna. Total miss.
Oh, splintered.
It did. He just shattered his weapon. Let me open this. Shock baton destroyed.
Nice.
There you go.
So Luna's gonna look at this one. She's going to rage as a part of a free action,
Sure.
because why the hell not?
I know all my robots being turned to wood makes me rage.
And then of course, while she's raging, she can cast 2 spells. I love it to 2nd level.
Yeah, pop them on.
Which one of them is going to be?
Say burning hands.
I know you're saying large.
Would say enlarge, but no, that's
Yeah,
not
probably poor timing for that. Good.
shield
Get some AC.
and long arm.
All right.
Got a 10-foot reach now.
Cool.
So the gearsman in front of me is going to get full
Yeah.
attack. It's gonna
Long,
get
long arm. That's what I want for pirates. I want a Magus with whip that's doing long arm and lead blades. It's gonna put, and then when people get disciplined, I will also use lead blades to whip them the next.
Somehow he can whip everybody from anywhere on the ship.
That's right. There's no escaping justice. That's why I'm the best bosun in the 7 seas. Let's see. Do you want to start with one on the left or the right? He's probably going to obliterate them.
Let's start with the one on the left, then move to the one on the right, and then she'll 5-foot step.
Well, it's already considerably easier than you thought. The first swing, your sword cuts through the armor. Wood splinters go everywhere. You get one under your fingernail. It's terrible. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. But you smash through it, and you realize that through the wood plate armor, there are wood plate gears and pistons moving around inside them, and those all shatter much more easily as you pass the blade through them. And your first swing almost drops it. Your second swing definitely kills it. And you've got a third, which is a crit for this man. It does confirm that one shot. Let's see, passes straight through. Yeah. And you cleave through 2 of them. Like,
And then she'll part of that, since she still has one more attack to go, she'll 5-foot step.
okay.
Target the other gearsman.
Chop through them.
Okay, so now I got, yeah. Ordinance, the end of my turn right there.
Cool. Attack 3 reduces the AC by...
Yeah, that's
he's
from the
dead.
wood.
He's dead though.
Okay. Okay, this gearsman is called back inside. This gearsman is called back inside. This gearsman is called over here. This gearsman is, let's see, you're underneath. I'm going to just move these bodies out of the way. I'm gonna club you with my wooden baton. Nope. Didn't happen. Top of round 4. Let's see, how far can I move? That'll do. You see a gunslinger. I don't know if you guys have seen one of these active before. You found a dead one. It's where you found, I think you found Nomcat's rifle maybe on one of these. I don't recall exactly, but it has a rifle very much like Nomcat's, and it comes skipping around the corner and takes a single shot at Luna. That is a 37 against your touch AC. That probably hits.
Yeah, it hits. I'm gonna take a little bit of damage.
All right. Okay. Thought Harvester moves a little bit here. And let's see. Levels a cannon at you guys. You recognize it as it's being aimed at you, and then when you hear the sound, it is the wrong sound. Damn it. Absolute GM fail. I'll fix it on the next turn. It is clearly a sonic rifle, and this will hit... let's see, what's your touch AC, Luna? 13. So you take the first one, the third one, and the fourth one.
I actually do not take the third one.
Yeah, one of them misses, right?
Yeah, the 12 and the 18 will miss because I have bullet shield up.
Oh, bullet shield messes with your touch AC?
Yeah, I get a +6 to my touch AC.
Okay, let's see. Where's bullet shield? I'm looking at the buff right now. Oh, I see. Here's the formula. I can just put this in the buff, and it'll be computed.
Well, it's only versus ranged against final attacks. So
Okay.
it's very situation.
All right. Well, we'll leave it that way then. You get lit up by sonic rifle attacks, and then it is Olbrin's turn.
Alright, what do I see?
You are at the back of the kitchen. To the north-northwest, 15 feet is the doorway. Luna's standing in it, and she's looking into a hallway full of robots. She's chopped a couple
I
of them
just
down.
realized I didn't take any of that sonic damage.
Okay. Why not?
I had 20 sonic resistance.
Oh, that's great. So, Olbrin, you are 15 feet from the doorway to the kitchen. The kitchen's about 30 feet north to south and 20 feet east to west. And this doorway, Luna's standing in it with her back to you. Ulfred's right behind her. Blackout's right behind them. You think Croctaw's off to the left. You just saw a bunch of robots turn to wood, so you know there's some Croctaw shenanigans happening.
Yeah.
You turned Nomcath invisible, and you don't know where the hell he is right now. And just through the doorway, there is a kind of sad now wooden gearsman. And beyond that, you can see a gearsman gunslinger. You see a thought harvester, which is one of the more advanced gearsmen that tortures people and rips their memories and knowledge out of them. Not that great in combat, but it does have a sonic rifle that made the wrong sound. And you can hear some other robots milling around in the hallway to the sides of them, but you don't see them yet.
In theory, if he moved here, he could get a pretty good lightning off and then do his rewind thing, right?
You could. That doorway's kind of there.
Too narrow? Okay. All right.
Yeah, he would need to move up in front of Luna, provoke some AOs. Like, he could shift, lightning bolt, hit 1, 2, 3, 4 gearsmen, and then rewind. That is the thing you could do. But you would want to shift, and then you'd have to do a concentration check to not provoke. But obviously, high chance of success on that concentration check.
Okay, and there's only 3 targets, so lightning bolt would be better than chain lightning, correct?
Well, Luna, Blackout, and Ulfred can see a cluster of targets, and you guys have worked together long enough. If you turn to Ulfred and go, how many around the corner, he, over his shoulder, just shows you 5 fingers.
Okay, so if I can move around the corner, I can chain lightning?
You would have to move all the way into the melee, past and next to one of the wooden gearsmen. And if you fuck up your concentration check, then you could lose the spell. If you don't make a concentration check, he gets an AOO, and you can clearly see that you would be in melee with the Riot Suppressor. And Olbrin, in your experience, that Lesser Gearsman, especially since he turned to wood, that AOO is probably nothing, but an AOO from a Riot Suppressor could be very bad.
So, what do I need to take the AOO and get a spell off? Because I'll take the AOO, I don't give a shit.
You take the AOO? Well, you would shift 20 feet, and then you would cast whatever offensive spell you want to cast, and then you would rewind.
Okay, I do said thing.
Okay, you move up, so you get 20 foot of shift. You cast whatever spell you're going to cast.
I have like 5 targets here.
Now that you've shifted up here, you have a wooden gearsman. You'll no longer get a bonus with lightning attacks versus him. It's kind of funny. And 5 greater gearsmen, like there's 2 gunslingers, an augmented, which is a really good type of, really tough type of gearsman. Those are the type, in fact, that murdered Cassandra. And Riot Suppressor, Thought Harvester. So you have 5 greater gearsmen and 2 lessers in this area.
Okay.
Okay. Real quick, let's see. These guys. Reflex 23. Now that he's wood, I'm gonna do it. I'm that GM. I'm giving the wooden gearsman +4 versus lightning.
That's awesome.
Way to go, Croctaw. You helped the enemy, but he still failed. Yeah, they both still failed. So the wooden gearsmen, they just explode. They immediately explode. The lightning just leaves you a pile of blackened, burned, split, and splintered wood, just destroyed. It's still pretty darn effective.
Okay, I only hit 2 targets then?
Nope, I'm still rolling saves because you're a little
okay.
bitch and you zap 7 different types of foes, so I have to roll the saves separately. Okay, the Riot Suppressor decides he would like to eat the full damage, but Riot Suppressors have... How much do you have, dude? You have inborn resistance. Not much. Okay. He can resist some of that. You see, he takes almost all the chain lightning. He might have 5 or 10 lightning resistance. The augmented almost makes his save, but decides to go ahead and eat nearly the full damage himself. Blam. Now the gunslingers make their saves, and they each take half. And then they get to apply their meager electrical resistance. Okay, and then the Thought Harvester, I think you probably have a terrible reflex save, because you're kind of a tank, but you roll really good and still fail, but you do have awesome electrical resistance, but having 20 electrical resistance still didn't feel too great when you take 65.
Suck it, robots.
You light all of them up. This gearsman, as you're casting the spell and as he is exploding, fucking, does he hit you? He does. You get bapped by a wooden baton for 10. Oh, and the Riot Suppressor clubs the shit out of you for 21. Just wallops you. Now you may rewind.
I rewind.
Okay. Typical Olbrin turn. Alfred can't quite get to melee unless you guys want him to just charge in.
He can go ahead and do it because I have reach now.
Okay. He charges, since he saw that Riot Suppressor AOO, he charges all the way in. And actually, Chad's provoked.
That is true.
And he takes that AOO on the shield, no problem. And he is going to slam. Jesus! He does not get that second attack. He slams into the... Wait a minute, did I not power attack? Let me make sure I power attacked. I did not power attack. I'm going to redo his single. Does Alfred have Vital Strike?
Does he?
I mean, it's a conditional in his weapon.
Oh, I mean, it might just appear for everyone.
No, he has Vital Strike. He's a little Tokala wannabe. Alright, let's see. I guess it just makes sense if you're going to do a lot of single attacks. So he can run up there and Vital Strike, can't he?
Yep.
Right? Alright, he does it. I will use his original 38 attack roll. He does 31 damage to the Gearsman Gunslinger. Okay. You guys hear the house coming apart. You hear major roof structural wood beams snapping. You see the wall shift and sort of bow to your left, to the left, and then bow back towards you like it's just shaking like a piece of paper. And then it gets sort of torn away. And I don't know if this party's ever seen one of these. Is that right? The alternate
aware of
party
it.
has seen them. But
Yeah.
the wall to the left of Ulfred disappears as two huge metal hands just tear it away. It's
Oh,
absolutely ripped out of there. And this wall here is ripped away. The door is just shattered. The decorations in the hallway are crushed. And it is smashed through. Actually, it's also smashed through this wall. And you hear cracking, creaking, and crumbling as the roof of the southwestern corner of the house falls in behind it, just glancing off of its back. And you see its eye pass over all of you one by one, this sort of single glowing blue eye, and then it turns. Let's see. Yeah. And it brings down both of its fists directly onto this Gearsman Gunslinger, smashing it, picking it up in both hands, and as it landed with both of its grabs, you see electricity course through its arms down these huge conduits in its joints and just rip through the Gearsman's body, and it flails its arms and legs in multiple directions and then is crumpled like a Pepsi can and thrown on the ground. And you see the giant fist, its forearm and fist are the size of Ulfred. And it leans over and makes a fist and puts a thumbs up at you guys.
Hell
We
yeah.
got the reinforcements.
What the fuck? Blackout is severely confused.
I said we might be getting some reinforcements.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad we got that one. That would have been a pain to kill.
They have so much HP. You guys remember fighting them at the Battle of Scrap Ball? They were so fun.
Mhm.
I don't think you got to do much with them because I was using the other ones to just launch missiles at you from so far away.
Yeah.
They are terrors, though. Okay. No. Yep. Okay. Okay. This. Oh, that's what's on, not this. Corrected. And that would be on. Okay. That's all you can do. Okay. Riot Suppressor does not yet understand the severity of its situation. And it is going to smack Ulfred, or try, but Ulfred's a tank, and his armor class has gotten so ridiculous, and his ability with his shield and using it, he literally hunkers down and holds the Void Axe against his helmet, puts his shield up touching his helmet, and just forms a sort of little fire hydrant shaped turtle thing, and the Riot Suppressor just slams its hammer down on it, and you hear it go bink. And Ulfred resumes his previous fighting pose. No problem. But one thing Ulfred does not enjoy so much is guns. Deadly aim, rapid shot, point blank. That is a hit, hit, miss, and hit. You guys see a just sort of fingers of blood spray out of the cracks in Ulfred's armor where he takes these shots. And those of you that use firearms yourself can see that the Gearsman gunslinger is clustering the shots at the joints of his armor. It is just picking him apart.
Man, I can't believe wooden bullets is getting through his armor. I thought he made some good stuff there. Nope.
Are you slandering his armor mid-fight? Is that what you?
Yeah.
Blackout. Did we never pick a hype track for you?
I don't think so.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, when you think of one, you'll let me know.
I think I'm going for... That's our riot suppressor, right?
Riot suppressor here.
Yeah.
And Blackout's seen Gearsman for years. He's probably not fought them much, if at all. But if you've ever seen him in combat, you have the impression that riot suppressors are very dangerous in melee. The augmented are dangerous in melee and ranged, and the Gearsmen are only dangerous at ranged.
Okay.
Or the gunslingers are.
In that case, I'm...
And the Thought
Really?
Harvester, you've never seen that type before, probably. Those are ultra rare. The party has seen those, and they know they're very scary if you were ever captured by one, but they're not really a combat robot.
Okay. So this one, I think, is my best target right now. I will study him, obviously.
Okay.
And then, yeah, try to put him down. What's the one for... It's like the power attack thing for...
Deadly aim.
Deadly aim. Okay.
Deadly aim, yeah.
Forgot to mark that last time.
So who's our first target? The riot suppressor?
Yeah.
His touch is 16. That is a hit. A hit. You are chewing up, and your fourth shot... Does that drop him? Yeah. Your fourth shot drops him. You guys hear Blackout's gun. It's nowhere near as loud as really any of McGinnis's guns, but it's pretty loud when you're this close. And you just pepper him full of holes. You guys see his shoulder and knee joints explode, and he drops down and holds still for just too long and takes the last shot straight in the head. He's lost his optics and his ability to walk and move. He just falls down. Good shooting.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Nomcath, from inside your invisible backpack, you hear a tiny little voice. And Blackout, you might hear this too, because Nomcath is somewhere near you. So is Ulbrin. You might hear a tiny little female voice that sounds like it's on a radio go, Nomcath.
Great look, good look. I've got that one. So this, that Gearsman's still alive, right?
No. He should
Is that-
have
okay.
this lovely icon.
So in other words, I
Dang.
have no targets after spending a whole round doing nothing.
Well.
That's my usual. Right?
Once
You didn't-
again,
you didn't know
Tracy's
that-
kill stealing.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know that Krokta was going to turn all of the enemies to bread.
Yep. Alright, I
Just
will.
fully-
Let's see here. Move there. Okay, you know what I'm going to do?
I'm sad my cheating for my wooden gearsman giving them +4 didn't amount to anything. I thought that was really clever of me.
Yeah, it's pretty clever.
Wait, I should be able to see Crocodile. What the fuck?
Can you not see Krokta? She's right back here.
No, not Crocodile, Nomcast.
Nope, I'm
He's
invisible.
invisible.
No, I have seen invisibility
Oh,
going.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Did you click the buff?
Yeah, the buff is on. You just keep fucking disappearing.
I don't see the buff on your.
You've got it. Let's see. Yeah, it's not. You do have see invisibility. I think Foundry's just goofing up. You might
Yeah.
need a refresh or something.
Oh, but I see a new target.
All right, so
You
I'm
can see
going
him, but you can't see Nomcath?
Yeah, I can see him, but I can't see Nomcath, which is fucking
Well,
weird.
that is weird. Yeah.
I'm
Is it that
going to.
Nomcath was under? You can't see Nomcath right here.
No, now I can see Nomcath.
Oh, he was just under a robot. That's all. So it is working. Good.
I'm rolling a stealth check because I'm players making an assumption that some of these might have some sort of sensors that might see me through.
Yeah, and you coming down a hallway of combatants, there's not
Yeah.
really a way to hide from him here. And do you have see invisible?
I do not.
Okay. You come down the hallway and you are being your normal stealthy self. You're not making much noise, but if anybody's looking at you and can see invisible, you know you're not.
Yeah.
him.
All right, because
But the
my.
gearsmen are not reacting to your presence. You don't believe they can see you.
All right. I just that was player preemptive.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Nomcath would be cautious because he's some of these robots have seen him.
Right. The
So-
target that you're looking at the end of the hall is a cluster of mirror images.
All right,
Oh,
so
good.
I'm still moving. So I'm actually my plan is to move here,
Okay.
and I'm switching out weapons on my way.
Okay.
So that's my round. Actually, excuse me. I'm going to sidestep a little bit here because I'm. You can say I'm flat against that wall because I'm assuming incoming fire is going to be coming down that hallway in a minute and against that other gearsman. So I want to
Yep.
be out of the way.
Yep. And you don't want your party to accidentally blast you.
Yep.
Okay.
So I do have a quick question.
Okay.
So, since she can see this guy,
Okay.
she's paying attention to him.
Yeah.
And she can see Croctaw, and she's like looking at him like, does he know? Does he like look like he follows her?
I think we usually run it. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but when you have see invisible on and you see an invisible target, you can tell that they are invisible. There is still there is still a visual effect of the invisibility spell. It's just you're able to target them.
Okay.
So you can say to the party, invisible target 30 feet ahead, if you wish, or 25 feet. You can say that to the party. If you guys ever use a spell like Battle Mind or something like that that links you all up, or Cassandra can do some stuff like that, then you would all just see what each other sees.
It would be bonded mind,
Yep.
which is a teamwork feat, which might be something we might need to look into at some point.
Yeah, you can do it with feats, and there's some spells that do it too. Okay, Krokta, what are you thinking?
Flying into the room.
Okay.
See what's going on first.
I'm going to move some robot bodies out of the way.
Oh man, that's a big robot there. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that just busted through, smashed a gearsman for us, and gave us a thumbs up.
Okay. I still have some movement left. I'm just scanning the area here real quick. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try. I'll probably provoke from this guy as I go by him, but I'm going towards the thought harvester.
Okay.
And
Chad's-
I want to do a. I'm guessing I'll have to do a touch attack on him
Yeah.
because I want to undo artifice on him.
Okay.
So I guess that would just be just like a regular melee.
Magical. Oh, yeah. Fortitude save to negate the effect. Okay. And you're doing this to the Thought Harvester?
Yeah. So do I have to land the touch attack on him?
Does it say you do?
It doesn't say that, but polymorph. It says it's like.
Oh, I think polymorph is just you pick a target and cast it. Let's see. Polymorph. It's as polymorph any object?
Yes.
Yeah.
One creature, a non-magical item, up to 100 cubic feet per level. Range close. So as long as you're within like 50 feet.
All right. Sweet. Then
It's just a save or lose. You know?
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
DC is
28.
Durham. That's a monster DC.
Oh
Alright.
wait, no, 1/2 my level. Sorry.
Cheater.
Yeah, I
Plus
did.
wisdom.
Here, let's
Plus
do
wisdom, so
this.
21. It might
Where's
make
this
it.
thing? Undo
Damn, that
artifice.
pipe might have made it earlier.
Nah, it was a shitty pipe.
It was a shit pipe, literally.
It was a shit pipe. Literally a shit pipe. It was the kitchen drain, so it was gross. Alright. So, this is going to be...
21. I'll probably make it, but it'd be cool
What
if it
is
doesn't.
it? 10, half your level, and wisdom. Okay, I'm just going to set this up so that it rolls properly when you click this, because you're probably going to use this a bunch in the future. I think we can all agree that it has some real applications in Book 6. Okay. And let's give you a disgusting sound effect. Any requests? Otherwise, I'm going to pick something gross.
You can do the spring boing, you know, like when spring kind of goes flying
That
off.
works.
I will see if I could find that. I definitely don't have that right now, but I will find it.
Or clatter of a bunch of junk, you know, the sound effect when something falls apart.
Yeah, that would work.
Let's see. Man, some of my sounds are just not playing. Okay, we'll do this.
And it's not half my level rounded up, right? It'd be rounded down.
Yeah, it should do it. So if you now click... Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So he gets a fort save. Let's see how he does. Holy shit.
Nice.
Well, you guys may or may not see a tiny cockroach fly up to the thought harvester with its 4 legs it's walking on, its 2 huge clawed arms, its evil yellow eye glaring at you, thinking about tormenting you, and its 2 10-foot long tentacles that end in syringes sort of hovering around it, waiting to attack. And this little bug flies up and boops it on the nose, and you see it just fall to pieces. Like the Bluesmobile at the end of the Blues Brothers, the armor panels slough off the side, the inner workings just turn into dirt and ash, and it just crumbles into a pile of what looks like scrap at Scrapball in seconds. It is dead.
Nice.
All right.
How many times a
So-
day can you do that?
5.
4 times. Or
Jesus.
is the number. Sorry.
It's my wisdom modifier.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
3 more.
Good lord.
Hey man, that's like one of the biggest reasons I took this archetype, just because I wanted to use this on robots.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, the plan for the final battle against Unity now. All of us create a corridor for Crocdaw to get to the computer panel.
Yeah, and I just got to get a ton of wisdom buffs.
Okay, it now has the proper per day limit on it.
So
And,
Crackdow's got like 3 uses of this left.
4 today.
No,
I
she's
used it. I
already.
used it twice
Oh, I've used it twice. Okay.
on the pipe and then on this guy.
Well, we'll take this again. And I will go and I think I may go get the sound of the Bluesmobile falling apart and make that the sound for that.
Nice.
It just seems to fit. Okay. Well, Croctaw just took out what I would consider one of the more heinous, evil, and terrifying robots in this whole campaign. I hate those things are wicked. Croctaw gets so much wisdom she realizes she has no interest in fighting Unity. Yeah, that could happen, Blackout. That's true.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen if we let her get too high of a wisdom.
We got high in the Himalayas, changed our whole outlook on shit.
Maybe she just undoes
Nomcat,
everything.
do you want an attack of opportunity on this Gearsman as it walks past you?
Sure, it's not like it's gonna give me away.
Go ahead.
Combat. Single attack.
Hits.
And sneak attack.
Yep.
And sneak attack. Single attack.
Oh my god. Well, you guys see a Gearsman kick open this door, storm into the room, and then you see a small explosion in the side of its neck, and its head twists over to the side really far, and it immediately just face plants in the middle of the hallway.
Sometimes it's fun to go back and revisit old enemies, isn't it?
Yeah. Remember, these things were terrifying when you guys were like second. One of them
that-
scared the bejesus out of you.
Yeah, down underneath the.
There was one functional gearsman down there and like 2 of the med bots. Okay, the augmented gearsman is going to 5 foot back and give Ulfred a full set of blasts against his fire resistance. He put up fire and what's the other element you guys put up?
Fire and electricity.
Okay, so this is just gonna do hit. Yeah, it's gonna do like 62 damage off of Ulfred's fire resist. Help me remember that, gang. But you see it just light Ulfred up, and he just absorbs it straight into his chest, laughing.
And technically, he's got 20 fires.
Oh yeah, I don't think it gets through his base. That's true. He probably takes
No,
very little from that.
He takes like 20. He's got like 20 fire resistance, and then the protection will get like 1 point off.
Yeah, but it was 3 individual shots, so I don't think they penetrate his base resistance.
Well, if it's 20, the damage is you got 2 of them that are 21, so he takes like 2 points of damage.
Off of the pro fire.
Wait, why did it do that? Oh yeah, because I have fat ceiling right now.
It's working.
So she's gonna move to there.
Okay.
Completely or ignoring the guy in front of her.
Sure.
And she's going to attempt to swing at the guy. I mean, I can charge and then still stop right there
Sure.
and attempt a nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put that as a. I'll just add a +2 to this attack roll.
Okay.
Did it not roll?
I don't see it. Is it set to private?
Let's try this again.
Oh, that. Well. That should actually. We're going to do the mirror image check. Roll me a d8, and you want a 1. Whoa.
Oh, and the spelling strike kicks in.
Yep. And since that's not a fumble, let's see. How is. I think you hit him. So that's going to dispel. Oh, wow. He is displeased with you. 35 on your dispel check takes down his highest level buff. I think. Or does it function like regular dispel magic?
There's the ability.
Okay. It's probably going to say has dispel magic in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dispel magic. Dispel single target. Okay. You can target a single spell.
Single
There's-
magical effect.
Mm-hmm. Target. Where's the target a creature option?
Pretty much, it's whenever I do a critical hit.
No, I understand that. I always forget if we go for the highest level spell. Yeah, you just pulled down Lesser Globe of Invulnerability. That is the highest level buff spell he had. He is displeased. And
And-
he takes a buttload of damage. Let's see.
I
Okay.
was not expecting that critical hit, guys.
That's pretty great.
Nice.
It's a big one. Gearsmen trucking down the hall. They're actually not that fast, so these can't do anything this turn. Who's that one? Oh. So many gearsmen. Let's see, I've lost my gunslingers, lost my harvester, and it is Olbrin's turn.
Okay.
You can't see the combat, but if you move 20 feet northwest behind Ulfred, you'll be able to see everything.
Yeah. So. Quick casting takes up spell slot 4 higher, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna quick cast See Invis.
Okay.
So I'll just spend a 6th level spell slot real quick. Excuse me.
Okay. I will go spend that off your sheet. And that will get you... You've got 3 left.
And then I move up and see what I see.
You move up behind Ulfred, and Ulfred is adjacent north. North of him is Krokta and Luna. North of them is an augmented gearsman that was shooting Ulfred rather fruitlessly. There are just dead robots everywhere in the hallway here. And with your See Invisible, you now see that to the northeast of Luna is Nomkath, who has just stabbed a gearsman to death. Then there is a normally visible gearsman gunslinger. And then at the far end of the hall is a tall, sort of dark-skinned, black-haired, like in tight little cornrows down the back of his head, very muscular-looking man. He is wearing long, kind of black tunic pants and black boots, and he carries a tall staff that looks half technology, half magical. He has a pouch around his waist and a couple other daggers and stuff, and a strange marking across his face. And he has just been gobsmacked by Luna. She slammed into him right around the gearsman, knocked him back into the wall. He crashes into this artistic bust on display in the hallway next to him, which is a Kasatha skull. You suddenly notice as he's like using the stone stand and the dead skull mounted on it to hold himself up. He is 20 feet northeast of you.
Okay. So I can see him. I can intensify a magic missile, correct? no?
Yeah, you could. He has, by your count, 7 or 8 mirror images up.
Okay, and magic missile doesn't ignore it. I can't remember.
Magic missile. Each one of them takes down a image.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll spend a 2nd level slot and I'll intensify a magic missile.
Okay, which means that maximum of 5 missiles at 9th, but you are 13th, so this would get you 7 missiles. You shit ass. I see what you're up to.
All right. How do you want me to roll that?
Let's just do this. Foundry's so cool. Oh my god. That we will go duplicate magic missile, intensified, make it a 2nd level spell, come over here to the damage, and go boom, boom. And they're all force damage. Okay, so let me do this. And then I can make a quick little macro out of it. Getting better at this stuff. We're not quite as dumb as we used to be. And I will name it MMI for Magic Missile Intensified. Give it a shot. punish that keyboard? It might have done a pop-up. Oh my god. Okay.
Target acquired. Into the hallway, boys.
Those of you that cannot see invisible see Olbrin's missiles fly right past the cockroach, on inside the arm, past the elbow of Luna, right around the gearsman, and slam into something invisible right up against the wall. Something that Luna just hit. And whatever that something is, it has bonked into this statue in the hallway, which Krokta may now notice is in fact a dead Kasoth skull, mounted on a ceramic bust to sort of hold it upright.
Not good.
Oh, and
And-
Josh, because you can't read this, Josh. The title of the spell: Magic Missile, parentheses, intensified, parentheses, go burr.
I'm going to go get like an A10 Warthog cannon sound and make that intensified magic missile.
You should.
This is a question because I'm purely ignorant. Can you quick cast more than one spell in a round, or how does that work?
No, you Quicken
I
can
was
only be
gonna-
used once per round. Your Peerless ability counts as Quicken, so you couldn't like pair that up and do 3 spells. Basically, spellcasters with Quicken or your ability can break the game and do 2 spells per round, but never more than that.
Okay, I didn't think so. It'd be way OP, so.
Otherwise, the fighters would all just quit and protest,
True.
as they're attacking 7 times around with their 15-foot reach polearms. Okay. Pretty good turn there, Olbrin. You rip through and take down all 7 images. His mirror image spell is completely gone. Now, Alfred, you don't have... He doesn't carry Invisibility Purge or anything, does he? Nope. He does not have a way to make it visible. He will just take the fight to this gearsman that he can see. He's going to dislodge you, Kroktoff. That's okay, so that he can 5-foot and do a multi-attack.
Sure.
Okay.
Cockroach.
No, I forgot to power attack. Okay, why isn't that popping up? There we go. Yeah, he'll full attack. Here we go. That's with power attack. He hits the gearsman. Boom. And he hits him both times. Does a ton of damage to this augmented gearsman. You can see the Void Axe cuts through that reinforced augmented metal armor pretty well. The Juggernaut. Let's see. Well, it doesn't want to step on any of you. What is your reach,
got-
though?
It's
It's
got
got...
3 gearmen right over here.
Okay.
He said he tore out this wall here, so
Oh, yeah. And it is gargantuan. It's not large. It's bigger than that. It's standing 18 or 19 foot tall, slightly hunched over, and the roof is still collapsing in on top of it, just sort of sloughing off of its shoulders and back. And it does as you suggest. It slams this gearsman, grabbing it, and uses its other hand to slam this gearsman, grabbing it, and then the person takes that, electrifies its arms after the grab, absolutely obliterating 2 gearsmen. It crumples them like Pepsi cans and just electrocutes them. Smoke and fire and blackened metal just lay in heaps on the ground. And it opens up its hands and looks over and gives you the thumbs up again. Okay. Well, this looks extremely bad for this man. Okay.
So he's lost one of his major bouts, huh?
Say
plus
again?
2 of them.
He lost one of his major bouts, huh?
Yeah, well, Josh Olbrin would not have been able to magic missile his mirror image down if you hadn't ripped down lesser globe.
Oh god.
That dispel really screwed him. You know, he was basically a giant spell tank for the first couple rounds until you figure out the globe is there, but you ripped it down, so it's never there. He is stuck here. Okay. Yep. Since you can see invisible, I don't suppose Luna's any good at sense motive, is she?
Yeah, she's got a decent sense motive. It's a plus 12.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Okay. Yeah, he looks like he's mainly interested in escape. And he does. You see him casting some spell. I'll make his check for him. Just in case he decides to roll. I don't think he can actually fail. No, he mathematically can't really fail. So much concentration bonus. You guys, those of you that can't see invisible, don't see the spell casting. Luna sees it, so she sort of understands what's happening. He casts a spell up and behind him at a 45-degree angle, up and behind his shoulders, and the wall and roof, the ceiling of the structure above him just sort of fades away into this sort of tube. It's like it's just not there, and he floats upwards, flying backwards, and that will give Luna an AOO as he exits combat, or exits the room. Let's see, let me do this wall like this. Luna, you can take a swat.
I can't remember. I can't remember. Can I improve Vital Strike?
Tracy?
Or Vital Strike?
Tracy, you there?
Yeah.
Can you Vital Strike on an AOO?
I don't know, man. Maybe. I think I always did, but
I think you probably did too. Go ahead and do it, right? It's fine.
Okay, cool.
We're into the levels where the fighters are going to get extra leeway and bullshit just because everybody else is, you know. Oh my god.
hell yeah.
Really?
Good luck running now with no legs.
The mirror image is gone. Let's see. He has no mirror image, no. So he's gonna take it. Yeah, he takes the full. He has stone skin up, so he takes 82. As you get another piece of him, and that should have killed him. He's actually a pretty tough dude, in your opinion, for a wizard.
Here's the question.
What?
Is that just another spell? No, wait, no, that's not on that 20, I think, isn't it?
No, it's on a confirmed crit. So yeah, you do dispel another spell. You're probably going to get his stone skin.
Which that'll probably get rid of it as well. So you wouldn't even get that.
Well, that all happens at the same time. I'm giving him his stone skin. Oh no, he has this up. Ha! Well, that fucks him too. Alright, Rye. You don't really get to choose here. His two highest buffs are both the same level. One of them is stone skin, the other one is invisibility greater. You can roll me a d2, and before you roll it, tell me which one's which.
The invisibility greater is a 1,
Okay.
and the other one is 2.
Roll me a d2. God damn.
Yes.
Luna has it out for this guy.
Oh shit!
She has crit him twice. She voided his invisibility, so now you all see him fly up this hole in his own house that he made. He goes up about 40 feet and back about 25 up this like tunnel that he made through his own home. It's a Passwall spell. Olbrin will understand. Everybody else will just be like, well, he bored a hole in his house. It's actually a
No,
temporary...
I did make the spellcraft check.
Okay, if you made your spellcraft check, like 25-ish, you know that he cast Passwall, and he was just going to scoot out the back of his house. He was going to escape, and he gets... laterally, he can only get about that. He can barely get over the street. And anyone who's in this line right here with the augmented gearsman, Luna, this blank space back here, and this blank space where he was, if you're in those squares, you can look up through the Passwall tunnel and see him flying away for the next
Oh,
round.
here's the funny part. He ain't getting away.
Okay.
If I can just scout after him.
Okay. So that was his turn, and it sucked. He didn't like it at all. This gearsman is going to... Man, what is going on with that? Okay, here we go. Public roll.
So you're saying this gearsman's making attacks?
Uh-huh. And he has the feats that he doesn't provoke, so nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Your touch AC is with bullet shield 16.
I think I actually 16.
Okay, so hit, miss, hit. You take some piercing damage. Get lit up by that. Blackout, you just witnessed all this shit. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
If you move up to this square, you will be able to see up through the 45-degree angle pass wall and target the guy for a shot.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
He's
Well,
really, really hurt.
I'll move up. You said to just behind Luna here?
Uh-huh.
I should be able to take my
Blackout slips up behind and tells Luna to hold still and braces the gun on her shoulder.
Alright. I'll get one good shot off on the guy.
You see a dude just rocketing up into the sky through this hole in his own house he made.
Haste doesn't allow me to get another attack on this one.
No, only on a full attack.
That's what I thought. Okay. What?
You can study target, though. I'll let you study target.
Yeah, I'll study him, but I don't. I guess it's the Overwatch tap fire, maybe. I don't just have like
for
a
a
normal
single
attack.
target. If you do your gun and just do single attack, that'll be right. And just don't click haste. But you could do deadly aim. Although I'm not sure you need to. Well, Luna tears into this guy, and he just squid nopes out his own roof, scooting up the pass wall. Blackout comes running past Olbrin, slides into a crouch behind Luna with the gun barrel over her shoulder, aimed up 45 degrees, and fires up through this guy's pass wall spell. And you see a huge gout of blood fly out of as you definitely nail him. And you see him sort of wobble sideways, and he's sort of barely floating there. Cass's turn. Cass whispers to Nomcath, I've got to detonate the robot, or they'll know it was me, and if I stay in control of it for much longer, Unity might detect me.
Sorry.
What kind of range?
It's gonna make a pretty big boom. I can delay it a couple of minutes, but I have to give up control of it shortly. I'll try to shut it down so it doesn't hurt anyone, but then it's gonna explode. I have to leave no trace in its memory.
Do it.
Okay. Nomcath, your turn. You see Blackout take a shot up through the pass wall. And Blackout, do you want to signal anything? You have sign language now, right? Or you could say something to Nomcath if you wish. You know he's in the area somewhere.
Yeah. But real quick, did you apply the 2 damage for it being technically?
Oh. Oh
I
my
don't know if
god,
that
dude.
changes anything,
Is
but
Well,
that just enough?
no, cards on the table. He has 5 HP.
okay. I'll
Luna and Blackout just nearly dropped him in basically 3 hits. So, he is super, super hurt.
Luna does have a hatred for these guys.
Yeah, so does Blackout.
I'm gonna point up the hole there and say, somebody's got to take this guy out. He's so close.
Oh damn! Oh shit!
What?
My, he might be dead actually.
We're not going to backgame it, so just hold it for now, okay? If you
Okay.
think of it on your turn, it counts. Croc Top.
My turn, not Croctos.
Oh, Nomcath.
All right, so that tunnel is still there, correct?
Yeah, he hasn't had time to dismiss it yet.
All right. Well, wish me
He
luck.
wishes he just 5-footed back and dismissed it, but then
Wish me luck because I'm going to attempt. Hey, I finally did it.
Oh,
Wand of Airwalk on myself,
okay.
and I take off at 80 feet around.
Okay.
up the passage.
So you can position anywhere out here in the street and give yourself an altitude. He got 40 feet off the ground. And yeah, you can keep
I'll
pace
be
with
at-
him.
I'll be at 40.
He lost his invis.
Did that take?
Well, so he's definitely not getting away now. He has an invisible airwalking rogue running after him.
And I would as I'm going, I would basically say, I got him.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the skull? Is it just like a normal
Roll a heal check.
socket skull?
Oh, not too bad. At least it's over a 10. You have a 9 heal. Well, you haven't seen one in a while, but if you had to guess, that is a young to middle-aged Kasath skull. Nothing wrong with it. It's not elderly, and there's no damage to it. You're not sure how they would have died, but it's a very pristine specimen.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna roll something for myself. So
Okay.
she's been staring at that like while combat since the last round. I'm imagining she collapsed the thought harvester in front of her,
Yep.
and then like as it fell to the ground, she saw the Kasath skull behind it.
It was standing in front of it, yeah. So as it falls into a heap, that's what she sees, is he had a Kasath. And as you look around, you notice that there are others. If she's sort of taken a moment to look at this hallway, to your left is an elf skull. Over here on the wall is an elk skull. And over here, behind all this mess of combat, is an android head. It's actually not really the skull, it's like a whole head mounted on a little display.
She kind of likes the last one, but
Yeah,
the
I
rest,
thought you might like that.
yeah, very offensive. Yeah. So she's just been
this
staring.
is a trophy room.
Yeah, so she's been staring at that. I think she'd be aware enough that, like, the other people are chasing the guy, like, as he tried to fly away.
Yeah.
So she's pretty pissed off, and
Yep. I thought she might be.
she is just gonna control winds in this area. So she has like a 520-foot radius around her,
Oh,
and she's
God,
just gonna
going
create.
Avatar Aang state. She's just gonna.
Yeah, she's just gonna. She can get it up to windstorm, so it's 51 miles per hour. So most flying creatures get knocked from the skies, roofs get teared off, and she just blows wind like towards her in the direction like to stop that guy from running, try to like blow him back towards us, and also just like doesn't give a fuck if she fucks up the whole neighborhood.
Okay. And you're going for max power on this, like hurricane or tornado?
I can only get up to windstorm.
You can get up to windstorm. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So it tears off roofs, it drives flying creatures from the sky.
Okay.
And yeah, so the idea is just like pissed off and sees that guy running, and then just tries to blow him back with the wind, but
Well, you guys
kind of
can't.
overdoes it.
You guys can't tell because she's a cockroach. There's not a lot of emotional range conveyed on a cockroach's face, but you just see the little antenna working and the cockroach is kind of hovering, looking around the hall. And then you hear it. There is a howling wind from outside. And as this guy uses a high level magic spell to carefully make a corridor through his own house, up there you can see bits of debris flying around, bits of roof tiles are hitting him. Nomcath, you are realizing that you have just run up into a tornado as the roof of the house is coming apart. And chunks of the wall begin to get lifted into the air. The whole place just starts coming apart around you. You can see into the rooms now. The furniture is all getting dragged and shoved around. The noise is incredible. And probably this looks like a 200-foot cubic tornado all over the city.
And does it knock him down from the sky?
It is drives them from the sky. Looks like they get maybe a fort save?
Yeah.
Okay. Nomcath and bad guy. Fort saves.
I'm not flying.
You're in the air and it's airwalk,
Okay.
right?
That's what I'm saying. It's not flying. I effectively have a solid surface under my feet.
Okay. I would let you use your reflex save.
Okay.
Oh, and it's +1 on the
You're
'cause
you're
it's
going
air.
to want to go to the go to the ground.
Yeah.
Though.
It's a +2, sorry, because it's an air spell, so 22.
Okay.
It's 35.
Okay. So you can control wherever you end up. You can Nomcath. Let's see how
Basically
he does.
following. I'm basically following him.
Okay. Let's see what he does. Fortitude.
Eh.
29. He controls it. He nearly gets knocked to the ground. He gets hit by a couple pieces of debris. And he looks like he is trying to fly to the north to get a building between himself and you guys. Although Crocodile just pretty much annihilated his whole house. So maybe a building's not even going to be enough.
And all these other buildings would lose their roofs too, because
They
it's like
are.
a 520 foot.
Yep.
Alright, nice.
You guys are in a giant storm of debris and chaos. And yes, on the one hand, you're probably thinking the whole city knows that something's going on here. And the other side of that is it's pretty tough to walk or fly into this area now. So, Gearsmen. Well, Gearsmen don't have morale. They don't really have any kind of sense of whether they're winning or losing. So, he's just going to take his shots. He's going to punch your face off, Luna. It's a miss. Luna, you blocked the punch. The other one is just wild.
Well, she's gonna take flight. It has to because she doesn't like him too well.
You will need to make a fort save to fly into the windstorm.
That's no problem. I don't think I can fail it if it's a DC 20.
22.
Okay. You fly up into the high wind. What is your flight speed? 50, 60?
It is currently, if I remember this right, 60 feet, but I don't know if haste even affects it, does it?
Well, I think when we put you together, we intended for you to flying charge.
Yeah, flying charge. And she's gonna just take off and flying charge this fucker.
Nomcath, make a reflex save. Just don't roll a 1. Well, you've been fairly annoyed this combat. Your party has prevented you from doing a number of fun things. You did get to one-shot that robot in passing, but the tornado nearly knocked you off your feet, but you've stayed with this guy as he fights through the storm, and out of the corner of your eye, you see Luna, I assume, just trucking up this way.
Yeah, she's just trucking up. She's got this angry. She's pissed off.
Yeah, and
Fuck,
you
trying
can
to get
see.
away.
Luna, you can see Nomcath is there, so you're not going to run him over
Really
completely.
don't have- I can literally stop right in front of Nomcast.
Right, but you can see Nomcath, and he knows you're coming and positioned such that your giant 10-foot 2-handed sword swings are not going to accidentally hit him. You guys are totally clear. You can take your charge attack.
I gotta add that buff again. Oh, charge is still on on there, so we're good.
Okay. 3 crits. You have rolled
Pretty insane.
18, 19, and 20 for your last 3 attacks. Foundry's loving you today.
No.
Well, he's super dead. She flies straight into him, just runs him straight through with a greatsword at maximum flight speed, crashes into him, and destroys a wide variety of organs inside his body. He is done. And with yeah.
For just cinematics, instead of me saying, I got out of the way and she stopped behind me. Let's just say she charged right through my area. I dove out of the way and basically does a ground roll in midair, gets up. I told you I had him.
Yeah, Namcast was like rubbing his hands together. Like, yeah, but kill me a wizard, and then look over your shoulder. Oh, for crap's sake! And here comes the barbarian like a freight train. And
Jesus pissed. She didn't want him to get away.
I said I had him.
Oh, the kill stealing in this campaign has been severe. Let's see. This gearsman steps over and is going to man fight Ulfrid. So he thinks. And that's the end of that turn. Olbrin. Well, since your last turn, the building's been destroyed. The bad guy and 2 of your allies are 40 feet in the air and 40 feet away laterally. And there is 1 gunslinger, 1 augmented gearsman, and 1 lesser gearsman left on the battlefield. They're all real close to you, like 15 feet away.
I'll yell the Nomcath to blackout. Start covering up all the shit. Try to make it look as goofy as you can. I know it's gonna blow up, but hey, whatever, every little bit helps.
Okay, what do you want to do with your remaining enemies?
Oh, sorry, it didn't roll.
Oh, no, it didn't. Is it popping up?
To the gunslinger.
Well, you did 25 damage and he had 24 HP left. You riddle him with magic bullets, showing him that magic bullets are way better than wooden bullets, and he is down. Ulfrid is going to give this man a piece of his mind. Falling back on this augmented. He rolls a natural 1 and misses, but then he hits him for pretty good damage.
Forget the haste attack.
Yeah, I think I did forget his haste attack. Ulfrid would not stand for such insolence. Let's see. Power attack. That will also hit. Okay, the Juggernaut. You see it, the electricity crackling through its arms dissipates, and it slumps forward, putting its knuckles down like a huge gorilla just leaning forward on its kind of oversized arms, and hangs its head. And the blue light on its face fades out to nothing and then becomes a pulsing red light that is slowly increasing in speed. Blackout.
Sorry, I've been having an internet issue. All right.
Yeah, I saw you flicker in and out of Foundry. That sucks.
Yeah, and then it took me forever to get
Yeah.
to work. Anyways,
Supposedly
attack
version
that
11 loads faster. We shall see.
Gonna start shooting this one and telling Ulfrid here, dump the bodies.
There's a battle cry I've never heard before.
Gonna full attack.
Oh my god. All right. That is, I mean, the first shot, I think, actually. Yeah, the first shot. You just put it straight through its glowing orange eye, shattering its head, and it falls backward on the ground. You want your other shot in this lesser dude?
Yeah. Let's just
Bam.
wrap this up.
One shot tears off half his chest plate, and the other shot goes right through the center of his gears and the center of his body, ripping out the back of what he would call his spine, and he drops. You guys have no active enemies. You're out of combat, but there's a tornado overhead, and the city is definitely mobilizing against your terrorist asses. So what do you do? And I'm going to keep kind of round count, like first round post-combat. What do we do?
Guys, we got like 2 minutes before the Juggernaut's gonna blow up. Ransack fast and let's get the fuck out of here.
Sounds good. I can't windwalk us anymore, though, FYI.
Well, we got a nice big hole down into the sewer right now. Thank you.
That will be
Sorry,
a bit of a
I didn't mean to do
squeeze
that.
for some of you. Man,
Feeling jumpy there, Olbrin? Trust me, I feel the feeling right now. Next time, aim that direction, pointing over it at Luna.
premature magic missile expulsion there.
So
You say we can't get into the sewer?
It will be a bit of a squeeze for dear Ulfred. And
Fuck it.
Luna is
Blow
also
away
a
down.
large
Blow away
dispersion.
down. It's about to all go away. All the evidence is about to go away anyways. I got some Silex if we need it.
Cassandra says the explosion that the Juggernaut will release will be the equivalent of 24 Silex bombs.
We gotta get out of here fast.
Yeah, like I
It
said,
will
we
I
got
remember
2
that.
detonate-
minutes.
That's what you guys used to blow up that building, right?
We got
the
2
tower?
minutes. We don't have time for discussion. Loot.
She
Hey.
says,
Meanwhile-
do you wish the timer set for 1 minute or 2?
2.
2 minutes.
I grabbed the Kassath skull. I'll wild shape out a cockroach form and grab the Kassath skull and put it in my
by the
bag.
way, so this guy's still on my sword, right?
You got him. He's
No.
impaled.
She's going to literally look at him,
Mhm.
come out of rage real quick, because don't need to be in range anymore.
Okay.
And pull him off the sword, and then just start taking whatever crap that she thinks is very valuable.
He has a staff, a pistol. He looks like he has a lot of cybernetics. He has a Technic League badge.
Yeah, she starts ripping out cybernetics.
Leave the badge.
Don't leave the badge.
Yeah.
If it
You got-
if it survives, then there'll be evidence for them. Meanwhile, what I'm doing the couple rounds
Yeah.
is from my bag of holding that I've got with the parts. I'm going to the far corners of the building and leaving a part of the cyborg undead cyborg stuff we had. Trying to tuck them in places where they might survive a blast.
Okay. They probably will. They're mostly reinforced steel.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of spreading them out along the outside, so
Okay.
so it might look like there was a bunch of them that got blown into different pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly,
Unless
No,
of course
I mean-
we take the body with us.
You just want to do that, Luna, because
Yeah, just throw him in a bag.
it's gonna
I'll
be a
have
bit
an empty bag of
distracting.
holding here shortly.
Okay, so Luna, you're gonna bring him back inside. Nomcath, you're spreading body parts. Ulfred is spreading body parts. Krokta, what were you doing?
grabbing the Kassath skull, taking
Okay.
it gently and putting it in my bag.
Okay.
And I guess as she's looking around the house, looking for anything else that could be valuable and throwing it
Well,
in.
we've got you. You are stuffing a 6'7" muscular battle wizard into a bag of holding. That's gonna take you a minute. Blackout, Olbrin, what are you doing?
I'm looting what's left of the ground floor.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Actually, he could use survival if he's better at that.
Yeah, I rolled perception for the same thing, Toby.
Did you? Okay, you have a 25. Okay, Olbrin and Blackout, you guys take a quick inventory. Most of the walls are blown down or damaged. You can see into every room of the house. The roof is completely gone. If there was an upstairs, it's history. And you see a living room, parlor. You see a library, and Olbrin, something about it just screams fake or unused to you, even in the aftermath of the battle, it doesn't look right. And Blackout, you reason that he's got an office over here, and you think that's probably where he keeps, quote unquote, the good stuff.
Let's go, Oberon.
Ransack, ransack, ransack! Grab it,
Okay.
take everything, throw it in the bag. We don't care what it is.
At this point, Blackout's just kind of laughing, like, I haven't done this since my early days as a mercenary.
Okay, you guys search his office, and you will find these items: some desert coffee, a strange little packet of orange paste,
Oh no.
a strange tool that I'm just going to spoiler you now. It's something Ulfred will be interested in. It looks like a weird little multi-tool.
I say we just put that right on him.
You want me to put it on Ulfred? Okay, we'll do that in
Oh,
a
yeah.
second. You see there's a potion of celestial healing, some potions of cure light, one cure serious, an expeditious retreat, an invis, and a non-detect.
Grab them all. We'll sort out who gets what later.
Okay, I will put the poly tool because it is a holy artifact of Bry.
Ooh, lucky him.
I will put it on Ulfred. It can function as a wide variety of tools and several types of weapons. With a knowledge engineering check of DC 10, it changes as a swift action. Otherwise, it takes full round action and an intelligence check of DC 8. The device can be used as thieves' tools, can assist in any operation that requires basic tools. It can even function as blacksmithing tools. And just using it for any of these things, it grants 5 to disable device, 5 to knowledge engineering when used to take things apart, and 5 to any specific crafting skill.
Nice.
And then, of course, desert coffee tastes super good and makes you feel alive.
Do we? I just saw something. Do we want this thing to explode, or we're just doing it because we're worried about Cassandra? Because I could probably.
Cassandra wants it to explode to cover her tracks, and
If you
Knobcat
don't-
is go for it.
If you don't want it to explode here, she can march it out in the street and have it explode.
Well,
Now,
because
let
I
it
was also
explode.
thinking I could undo artifice it and just turn it to rubble.
I would like it to
Potentially.
explode.
Okay.
Exploding gives us more cover.
That's what I thought. I figured, just making sure.
I'll grab the rest of the crap out of this box, if that's alright, Oberon. We can sort it later.
Yep.
Okay. So any other... I don't think you guys need to do anything else, right?
I dropped a non-detect on us.
Okay. You drop a non-detect multiple... Like
Communal, yeah.
Communal non-detect on you guys. Okay. Let me see. You don't have that. Man, I thought...
Oh damn! What was her character's name?
Morgana?
No, the other one that did the fighter that had the
Scathe.
shadow weapon. Scathe, yeah. Scathe would
Yeah.
have been dancing with the desert coffee. Seeing the
Yes,
desert
you would
coffee.
love that shit. Yeah, that's true. You have a big coffee fixation. Why do
I
I
forgot about Scathe.
Yeah, me too. For a long time.
Okay. So, let me do this. Alright, if there's no other actions, we've got the body stuffed in. Whoever... I know you guys are busy looting too, but the difficulty of them assessing the scene will be based on a survival check that you guys now make. So, appoint your roller, appoint who's going to aid them, and give me that check, please.
I will aid.
It's obviously got to be
Yeah.
Blackout, and I will
Mhm.
aid.
I'll aid as well.
I definitely aid.
Okay. Yeah, I think you probably couldn't fail, right?
I actually rolled better than you.
Nice.
So he's got a 38.
Okay. 38 will be against their ability to sort this out, which will be pretty difficult for them.
And
Okay.
like I said, if I'm thinking honestly, I'm thinking the best thing to do to get out of here is just blow that hole open wider into the sewer, because it's about to get even bigger when big guy goes. Just drop into the sewer and go. So I am willing to sacrifice the one Silex I bought to open that hole up.
Okay. Roll me your knowledge engineering and detonate the Silex. Let's see how you do.
No need.
Oh, okay, never mind. We'll
Okay,
use
no
that.
need.
I'll save that for better use.
Oh, you have Passwall, you little shit.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you Passwall straight down into the sewer.
Yeah, how many rounds were we in combat?
I want to say 6 or 7.
Okay, so we didn't use all of our haste yet.
Well, plus about 2 minutes of
Yeah.
post combat.
Oh yeah, we used haste.
15
So
rounds, yeah. Okay.
we're hasted. Let's boogie.
Yeah, to get the extra distance before that thing blows.
So you guys cover the scene with a 38 survival check. You pass wall straight back down through the kitchen floor into the sewer so that everyone can float down. Do we have flight for Ulfred, or does he have to climb down?
Climb,
I
guess,
can
huh?
hit him. I can hit him with the airwalk wand.
Okay. Does anybody else need airwalk? Anybody else suck at climbing or not have fly?
I mean, I can climb.
Okay.
I can feather fall.
Okay. You guys are like the fucking Avengers. Some of you just step off and float down. Some of you fly down. Some of you scale the side of this pass wall straight through the floor.
Question: how far is the drop?
With the pass wall straight to the sewer, Olbrin can make it sort of a slant at like a 45-degree angle, so it's like a slide at the playground down about 20 or 30 feet below the level of the house.
Fuck it. One of the girls goes slide. Whoosh.
You guys slide hasted into the sewer. Olbrin, I assume you're going to turn and cancel that pass wall, otherwise it's going to be there for a while.
Yes, we canceled. Yeah.
Okay. And then you guys navigate your way back into Starfall City after annihilating this man's house and the surrounding neighborhood. And it will be possible that people could have, because his invisibility was voided and there was a storm and he flew out into the street and then was just skewered by a flying person with a sword.
And something with a feline-ish voice bitching at said person.
Yeah, well, it might be tough.
Hopefully they were
for the
distracted
bitching.
by their homes getting destroyed at the same time.
Yeah, they were super distracted. But, there might be that one cell phone footage from the trailer park as the tornado's just ripping trailers out of the ground and throwing them miles away, and you see people looting.
True.
So we'll see. I'll do some rolls for the city law enforcement, but you guys have made it very difficult to dig through this. It is a disaster for the Technic League.
Let's see here. Between the tornado, the
There's a lot.
explosion, the planted evidence.
Yeah, the zombies, like all this, you guys did a ton of chaos, and then the zombies, they're going to be like, what the that was some shit.
Oh, just to let you know, I made sure we left that technically pin behind.
Yeah, I heard you stop as
Okay.
they were checking the dude. So you specifically want to pull that off of him, leave it in the rubble.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, when it's in the bag
so
of
the-
holding, it's technically off plane, so it can't be detected when it's in there. But if you want to leave it, like, almost as a message.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's a message. It's more along the lines of, we don't. I don't want any chance of them tracking us whatsoever, because it's not going to stay in that bag. He's not going to stay in that bag forever. And also maybe some. Well, is he dead? Is he not dead? Leave a little mystery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Assuming it survives the blast and they find it.
Okay.
Also, I think I'm going to use. I'm going to use one of them. I'm going to spell eat real quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, we'll do this, and then we'll quit. You guys go back to your sewer hideout, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I arrive with 10th level wizards. No. You guys got
Oh,
away
that
pretty
was-
well clean.
Krata, what the fuck was that?
Which part? The
That
pipe?
was
windstorm.
angry casting if I ever saw it.
Oh, the pipe. Oh, I thought you meant
No,
the
no,
pipe.
no. I don't care about the pipe underwards. Whatever, that's fine.
Or the wood, the awesome wood robots.
That was cool. I'll give you that. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the
Yeah.
windstorm afterwards that destroyed the whole fucking block. The whole idea was to not bring a shit ton of attention down on us.
I'm tired of hiding myself from these people. You know, honestly.
I mean,
they
Nomcath,
don't
I
take
understand you, but there's also a juggernaut exploding, so, you know.
But the thing is, the juggernaut exploding on the inside, you know, the guy has a robot shit, stuff went down, there's obviously some sort of attack. You know, it was all self-contained in a narrative. Now we have, obviously there has to be something more than regular arcane magic that destroyed half a block.
Yeah, I'm with Nomcath. I've never seen a wizard do anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well,
I
it's too
understand
late
what
now.
you mean, Nomcat, but I'm ready for them to come for me. At this point, fuck it. They've done enough to my people. I'm not hiding. It's alright.
It's not about hiding, it's about being smart. There are a fuck ton more of them than there are of us. Trust me, I'm not hiding because I like to hide. Okay, well, yeah, I do like to hide, but we got to do this smart, or we're going to get killed.
Well, I guess you have a point, but I mean, hey, we're here. No one's knocking on the sewer walls yet.
What's your take on it, Blackout? You think they'll be able to parse through some of that?
I mean, they're gonna be very curious what the hell happened with that wind. What?
Fucking let them, dude. I can do that every day. I'll go to a different part of town. I
Not
can knock down every fucking part of the city if
not-
we need to.
Not the point, Crocta. I appreciate the power that you showed. I like it. It's very cool. Just kind of like Namka said, just puts less of the attention on the other technically captains, because I don't think he has a giant wind generator on his compound. So yeah. Very, very confused message we just sent of like, was it Earth and Daughter? Was it, you know what I mean?
That's true. They might blame the Earth and Daughter.
Yeah.
I
They're
had
known
the
to
thought,
have
but
that
it's,
ability.
I wouldn't have time now of trying to find one of their masks, one of their stabs or something like that, and going back and planting that just to point a finger, but I don't have time.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
if their investigators are as good as you guys think they are, they will find the undead robot remains.
Yes.
They will also find lots of robot remains. They will find no sign of the technically captain other than his pin, which you guys just set somewhere.
will they find wooden robot remains?
They will find wooden robot remains,
So, and that's only
which
true
is
itself. So.
also like a calling card there.
Right. So we've sent a message that both Earth and Daughter and another technically captain attacked at the same time. Pretty confusing.
And remember, the city's also dealing with
Yeah.
a bunch of earthbenders basically running around wreaking havoc, collapsing tunnels.
Hmm.
So they'll be fairly
Yeah.
confused.
Maybe it's maybe it doesn't think it's Tokala's game.
Since you guys, and we gotta quit here in a second, but since you guys like it so much, I've put Avernathy's loot in a bungus.
Yeah.
There's a bungus here at your campsite. And you'll see that on his person, he had in his little belt pouch analgesic, antibiotics, antitoxins. You see that he had batteries. You will brutally be able to extract some of his cybernetics. Some others were damaged or destroyed. Like his skin plating was destroyed by 200 points of greatsword damage. And you were able to preserve his cybernetic ears, his data jack. He also carried a goo tube, which you guys know what those are. He carried a hemochem, which is a tool, a little one-use potion to stop bleeding. He wore a environmental suit, which is basically a space suit, which very few of you know what that does, but you are immune to environmental elemental damage of cold, acid, heat, force, and shock. You can still be hurt by directed attacks. So basically provides 10 to resist versus all elements and allows you to function in the vacuum of space.
And
He
a
also
red
has
card.
a really cool semi-auto pistol that is recoil operated, magazine fed, and has rapid fire abilities. A semi-auto and a full auto. And it's called the Piranha.
Feeling more from Mass Effect, huh?
Yeah, I just like that art. And the
Yep.
canister, you got a nanite canister. He had a set of night vision goggles. He also had a very good healing gun. He had the white class of hypogun, which heals 3d8 plus 8 and could also be used to remove disease. He had this night vision goggles, gives you 60-foot dark vision as long as you have batteries. He had a key card. I don't know if you guys have seen a red card before, but he has a
No.
red key card.
No, that's new.
That is a new one.
He carries a tech staff, which is really, now that you see it, you're kind of, it's like a +2 magic weapon made out of, cobbled together from high-grade steel and some salvage tech junk. Looks like it was mostly for show. And a trauma pack, which is a really valuable healing item. We'll just leave that in the loot bungus. You guys can sort that out next time. We'll start with treasure.
Nice.
3 mile radius hurricane. That'll help cover it up, Karkta. That'll be.
That's what I'm thinking. After
Hell yeah.
resting, if we just the whole city at once, like, you know, just
Hell
a
comes
hurricane.
to
Maybe
storm.
that first one was just like a warning part of the hurricane. You know?
Hell yeah. Okay. Good session, everybody. Killed a Technic League captain. That's 2 down.
8 more to go or 10?
Oh, I'm not telling. Let's see. Where is Abernathy? I just saw him. You goober. She's
So,
dead.
So how many captains have we killed so far?
Two.
And a lieutenant.
All right. Should we do this?
Wait, is Abernathy an android?
He is, now that as you guys rip his body apart, you realize that he has tried to make himself look like an android. He's not actually an android.
Oh my god, what a loser!
I knew Croctot would just loathe this one. You're not gonna like any of them, Croctot. None of you are gonna like any of them, really. But this one is loathsome. He's such a
Yeah,
schmuck.
he's the worst.
His house is full of like dead people parts. You know, the elf and the Kasath. It's pretty offensive. And then yeah, he deliberately wanted. You look at him, you're like, he wanted to be an android. He has all these cybernetic parts that Ulfred's extracting. You know.
I was not there for that fight.
Let's see. Mage armor down, invis down. Okay. Buffs down, and he lost his technically badge, so that's off of him too. Okay. Good times.
So Toby, I had to make a note on my attack roll
Okay.
for all my melee weapons
Uh-huh.
for my campaign trait.
Which one? Ah, yes. Yeah. It's good to have that reminder. I'm glad Tracy remembered his.
I
Yeah,
have it on
like-
my weapon.
Yeah, that'll do it. You can actually put it on the trait itself, and then it'll apply to all your stuff.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I applied it to the trait, so it's on all
That's
my.
what I would do. I tend to forget, Pathfinder's a great game and all, but I tend to forget little things like that.
I I put it as a note on my attacks because it doesn't apply to everyone. It just applies to the Tactic League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Bitches.
I'm heading out, guys. Good time. See you next
Alright.
week.
All right.
Bye.
Good kill. See you all next
Yeah.
time.
Bye, guys.
See ya, bye.
Yeah, Luna wasn't gonna let her go. Let him go.
No, everybody was gonna go up there and kill him. There was no way he was getting away. I don't think.
Yeah, he was getting
Tracy
an
would have gunned
intensified
him
magic
down.
missile at some point.
Nomcath would have detonated him for like.
I have my Phantom Steed ready to go.
Oh, you're gonna fucking go ripping through the streets. Hell no.
Well, I mean, at this level, it can fly.
You can fly. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. Was the Shade a captain or was she a lieutenant?
Who?
The
The
Shade.
Shade is a technically captain. There are 2 technically captains you guys have fought and killed. And in both cases, you surprised them. Like Abernathy did not have 80% of his buffs up. He took like 2 rounds of buffs and a couple quickened lesser buffs. And
He a lieutenant or a captain?
he's a captain.
Captain.
And then this.
That guy they have heard about. I mean, they faced him as their alternate selves.
Oh, okay.
We did a one-shot, and I let everybody try out a character, like a weird character build, and then I just sent, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times more forces than I thought it would take to kill them, and they fought forever. But eventually, when Crastus came up, they got beat down. And I killed a few people, a few of them got away.
I would have loved to have been part of that.
I annihilated...
It was fun.
I annihilated like 4 high-level Saren Ray clerics and paladins that were there to help. Like 15th level people just got smoked by these flying robots that launch missiles.
Did you record that?
It is, yeah, I think so.
I have to go back and listen to that because I missed that whole session, I think.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Enrique had a guy who was specialized in a throw and return steel beam.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he was special, all right.
It was unique. Hey, that weapon is in a shop somewhere. It got salvaged after the battle and then sold. It's totally in a shop. You could buy it.
I think he
Nice.
was like a mutagen warrior or something like that.
I don't remember. It was
He
had
was-
weird
He was
shit.
irradiated, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Everybody had the weirdest shit going that time. It was fine.